Every day when we're on the road, people around us endanger themselves and others by looking at their phones while driving. There's the sneak-a-peeker who darts their eyes between the road and their texts, or the nightlighter who illuminates their car after dark. If that's you, reconsider before you find yourself becoming the fender bender-er, the got a ticket-er, or worst of all, the driver who killed someone. Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by NHTSA.
You know what's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag with a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, 4-piece nugs, Junior Hot and Crispy Fries, and small soft drink is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Unlimited time does not mean forever. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and California and via third-party delivery. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
This is a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes. NC State will have to pay Appalachia State $300,000 for moving a football game scheduled for this year in Boone. The game in question has now been moved to September of 2028. The Marlins shut out the Mets yesterday 5-0. It was the Yankees over the Tigers 4-3. The Hurricanes are back on the ice tonight as they play the Capitals. Puck drops at 7:30. This has been a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed.
So we are for crying at movies, but against crying after losing the biggest game of your life.
I'm just saying, don't do it on camera. When I'm crying at a movie, I'm not like going Instagram Live like, hey guys, about to bawl my eyes out.
Dude, neither's the guy, neither's the basketball player. He's not taking a selfie. They have multiple cameras on him.
You've ever said.
Moron. Ken, don't you wish you could call your coworkers idiots on the air like we do here? It's so fun.
Well, I do stand next to Brian Bailey about 5:20 tonight.
And that's it for sports. We'll go back over to Ken.
You idiot!
Thanks, moron.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Todd McShay. There were a lot of interesting things from Todd there, including the scenario, which a caller had brought up earlier in the show, but the idea of the Browns taking Travis Hunter and then trading up to get Shedeur. And he made the same point that I did to the caller, which was, well, if you think that Shedeur is elite, just take him at 2. In this scenario, he's got him trading up to 15, which is still going to cost a lot. It's hard to imagine that they would expend that type of draft capital, but they do have 5 picks in the top 100 and change.
But going up to 15, would that require a 26 first rounder?
To go all the way up from 33, you would think yes.
Okay.
You would think, or a combination of picks that add up to that.
Right.
Depending what draft value chart you're going off of, there's different people who use different ones. But yes,
Sure.
it would be a substantial sum to get up there. The fact that he's got Jackson Dart, what he said about Kellen Moore and Jackson Dart is really fascinating, because there is that sense of, would it work playing that style of offense? And Kellen, he's always been a pass game guy, but then more recently, last year he had the number 1 ranked running offense in the league. What do you actually want to be? I mean, Shedeur Sanders is not a runner. And that is, I told Daryl Colbert, that's the misconception. If you just heard, Deion's kid's a quarterback, now you think, he must just be running circles around everybody. No, it's not him. He's a rhythm pocket passer who's accurate, throwing the ball down the field. And you better protect him, because he's going to hold the ball and try to make those things happen down the field.
He really makes sense for the Raiders when you think about it.
If they're going to sit him, but I don't know that he wants to go into a place and sit for 2 years.
I mean, that's Geno is a rhythm pocket passer. Obviously, Tom
Correct.
Brady, a rhythm pocket passer, who's kind of overseeing all of this.
Right. You would think, though, that would make more sense if you were not committed to Geno effectively for 2 years.
Sure.
But we've seen weirder things. Kirk Cousins had a $100 million commitment. He's still a member of the Atlanta Falcons. Justin Fields is now a member of the New York Jets after a bit of a strange year for him, getting traded from Chicago to Pittsburgh, starting 4-2, getting benched, never really playing again. He spoke to the media upon arriving for the off-season program. Here's a little bit of what he had to say.
Of course, I've been on good teams. I've been on bad teams. So just the mindset and really just, like you said, the leadership. And AG has been in the same situation to where, Detroit, they didn't start off hot. So I think he knows how to take a bad situation and turn it into a good one. So, I've seen, I've been on teams that have been, 3-14 and stuff like that. And, of course, last year, Pittsburgh, we had a pretty good team making it to the playoffs and had a hot start. So I've seen both sides of it. So, I can kind of tell the difference between just the characteristics of a team that is not doing so well and the characteristics of a good team. So, of course, really just trying to implement that into, our team and try to get all the, good characteristics and just find the recipe of, what makes us a playoff team.
So Justin Fields also, in the course of that same interview, I believe he had this sound too, he was asked, well, what happens if the Jets take a quarterback at number 7? Here's what he said.
Justin, what if the Jets take a quarterback here, whether it's 7th, 2nd round, whatever? How do you feel about the possibility of a young guy who might, you might have to mentor or could be like nipping at your heels?
I don't really like to answer rhetorical questions, but like I said, I'm willing to teach, but yeah, I'm not really interested in, rhetorical questions. So.
All righty.
Okay.
Not really a rhetorical question, but we'll let that part slide.
Big gulps, huh?
Listen, 2 years, $40 million is bridge quarterback money. Mm-hmm. They got $30 million guaranteed. He's set up to be the starter this year, probably next year. But that's not the type of money that you can't go and draft a long-term answer. If he'd been back in Pittsburgh, I mentioned earlier, the Steelers probably would have drafted a guy too, which is part of the reason he went for the bigger commitment with the Jets. I don't see them taking a quarterback at 7. That would surprise me, especially because I don't know that there's another Justin Fields type player if that's the style of offense that you want to build. I don't think you're taking Jalen Milroe up there. You taking Jackson Dart? Probably hard to say, especially because you need other positions to help you try to be, like he's talking about, a playoff team in 2025. But it does raise the specter again of, well, number one, that's kind of the, what you get being with the New York media. But also, when we talk about what the surprises could be come draft weekend, that would definitely be one of them. It would create a really interesting situation for the Jets as they move forward. We got another one of the top quarterbacks in the draft, by the way, coming on the show tomorrow, Quinn Ewers.
Oh,
going to be with us.
All right.
Texas Quinn Ewers finally got to come on when Rich was not on.
Nice.
Since he's been leading the Arch Manning Brigade all this time. All right. A lot more fun to come. 3 more hours tomorrow. Thanks for being here.
David is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Nice to meet you. My name is David. I've been a pharmacist for 44 years, and I'm from Flowery Branch, Georgia. When I first started taking Prevagen, I noticed stuff just seemed to come together and fit like a jigsaw puzzle. When I have customers come in, I recommend Prevagen. Number one, because it's safe and effective, does not require a prescription, and I've been taking it quite a while myself, and I know it works. I wouldn't recommend something like Prevagen if I didn't think it was worth it because it works so good for me. And I love it when the customers come back in and tell me, David, that really works so good. Makes my day.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
I'm Morgan Ehlers here with Brian Cook. He's the comptroller with Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. Talk a little bit about what you do from a sales and service standpoint.
We just see what everybody's circumstances are. Everybody's different. Credit scores are different. Lenders look for a lot of particulars, and we're here to help you. We try to offer a quality product, and we're here for you service-wise down the road, and we want to give you the discounts we like to offer our hometown people here and our family.
Greenville Motor Company and the new Greenville Auto World. We will earn your trust and business one vehicle at a time. Go online at driveherenow.com.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Are you thinking about purchasing a new home? Stop by and see us at Integrity Home Mortgage at our new location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208516.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Ready for a home makeover? Bostic Sugg Furniture's new and now collection has the freshest styles you've been dreaming of. Store-wide savings on fashion-forward looks and styles for your living room, dining room, and bedroom. Hundreds of items in stock. Or let our team help you build a custom piece just for you. Plus, 6 months special financing and local delivery for just $19.37. Sleep better with over 30 models of brand-name mattresses to choose from and up to 48 months special financing. Now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
If you missed the Brian Bailey Show, you missed.
Darrell Roberts is our guest, the East Carolina wide receivers coach. All right, take us through your room a little bit, your outside receivers.
You got Anthony Smith, which everyone knows from last year he was. He's wearing 9 now. You have Yannick Smith. He's the true freshman that was here, number 15 from last year. You got Tyler Johnson. I call him TJ. He's the Penn State transfer that's coming in, kind of showing good signs, early on.
Tune in Mondays at noon for the Brian Bailey Show, powered powered by Greenville Utilities, right here on Pirate Radio. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Big now. Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett. Hey. And we got left side. Strong side. He's like an Incredible Hulk when the temperature goes up. He gets angry.
You don't want to make me warmer. It was just such a fresh of breath air.
Well said, John.
You need to write a song called Super.
He's a great communicator.
Got a little taco meat on my chest.
Good to see you too, Clip. And to all the discount people that have replaced the people I knew here at Pirate Radio.
Wow.
Welcome.
Wow.
Discount Chandler, discount Big Dog.
Big Dog really shrunk.
Anthony Santander.
If it wasn't funny, then let's blame it on the duck.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to this Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. And you can find us on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. What is on your mind? Oh, the Masters is taking place, and I know that's captivating everyone, not only in this country, but the world. So hopefully we have a few folks tuning in today, not following the Masters, or maybe doing it at the same time. We've got it on 2 TVs here, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. If you want to talk about that, you can. How you feeling about East Carolina and Charlotte this weekend? We'll talk some Pirate Spring football. Got an entry into the portal from ECU women's basketball that we will talk about. Still waiting for people to come out of that portal to East Carolina basketball. Although I think the women have picked up one. Looking for some on the men's side for Mike Schwartz. So we'll talk all things Pirate athletics and look at what else is going on in the world of sports. Got some guests to get to as well. Zach Kaplan will get done and dusted with us coming up in hour number 1. He'll join us here on the show. Danny Beal, life update alert. Danny Beal has some news, and we'll pass that along to you coming up on today's program. Jeff Nadu will join us. Let's talk a little NFL draft. I didn't plan on having Nadu on this week, but he texted me and said, hey, you want to talk some draft? Absolutely. I'll talk NFL any day of the year. So we'll do that. And Coach Greg Hudson will join us coming up in hour number 3. He has played at Augusta. We will get his thoughts on the course. And I cannot wait to tell him the Masters is the most overrated sporting event. And see if he cusses me out or takes it easy on me. Shirley Rhodes is here. Intern Logan is here with his Titleist hat on. We've got Grayson, Mark Alexander hanging out. We got Jay Bone, head of the table, Journalism W. Bone. Hello, Journalism.
Hey-o.
And we got left side.
Strong side.
What's up, Chan Man?
Oh, you know, nothing much. Watching the Masters, the history, the tradition.
Food,
the celebrities.
Oh, my goodness.
Past champions, Vijay Singh.
Folks, my Masters is the most overrated sporting event take. Could be on the hot seat because as we're coming on the air today, we've got coverage going on multiple TVs here. And on one of them, day one of the Masters with all the history and tradition, you can kind of see golf going on in the background, but there, nice lady is interviewing an actor. People telling me it's Miles Teller. Now, what has Miles Teller been in?
Whiplash.
Never seen it. Heard it was good.
Top Gun Maverick.
I have seen that, and it was good.
It was all right.
And now I recognize him from that.
He was in War Dogs with Jonah Hill.
May have seen that. Now, I did not know this was part of the Masters. I didn't know they interviewed celebrities during the event. Which, boy, that tells me it's a riveting event when you have to interview celebrities during your event. I just hope that this fall, Pam Oliver talks to Walton Goggins during a Washington-Dallas game, like midway through the second quarter. Just have Pam Oliver and Billy Bob Thornton sitting in chairs. You can kind of see football players in the background.
Kind of reminds me of that Dave Chappelle bit where it's like September 11th happens and MTV's interviewing Ja Rule. It's like, who cares what Ja Rule has to say at a time like this? I'm trying to watch golf, not dance.
Jaden Daniels runs it 7 yards, or it could be 8 or 9. I can't tell because we're hearing Billy Bob Thornton talk about his role in Fargo.
Landman.
What's wrong with Fargo? You didn't watch Fargo?
Was he in Fargo?
Like the TV show, yes.
Okay. I've only seen the movie. Sorry.
I think you would like some of the seasons of Fargo on FX.
Wasn't Chris Rock in a season of that?
Yeah, and I didn't watch that one.
Okay.
Which means I have something to watch.
All right.
So, Chandler, add that to the list of why the Masters is great. Tradition, history, VJ Singh, eating food, and interviewing actors.
Well, just like the Super Bowl, celebrities show up.
I guess. And they are...
But, I mean, they're not breaking away from the game to interview celebrities.
There's a lot of golfers playing right now.
Yeah,
exactly.
I guess. I don't know. I'm watching Miles Teller talk. Maybe you're right. Maybe they are playing. Be cool if we could see it.
Kind of gives us our point.
You're part of this too.
A lot of validity.
Jared's on board
with the celebrity thing.
And honestly, you're starting to get on board.
I already told you that I'm on board.
I'm getting more people on my side.
It was the lame part.
Lame? I shouldn't have said lame.
No.
Yeah. I guess
that's what really got me. Overrated is true, but the lame part is like, this is not lame.
Well, let me ask you this: is interviewing an actor during this special event more overrated or lame?
Both.
Overrated.
I think it's kind of lame.
There's a lot of action going on, as he said.
Yeah,
the golfers playing. It's like, we don't need to see this.
Yeah. All right. Logan, you're wearing a Titleist hat today. I'd like to hear your opinion.
I need some backup, Logan.
Logan showing a lot of leg today. Logan, I say the Masters is the most overrated sporting event. What do you say to that?
On TV, yeah. But if you go, I think it's different.
Have you been?
I've never been, but I've been to the U.S. Open and the Players.
So you're a golf fan?
I'd consider myself one. I just watch it because I play, though. And then if I get an opportunity to go to an event, I'll go.
Sean, you and Logan ought to tee it up.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
I feel like I wouldn't like going because I would rather be playing. If I got to walk a course, I would want to play the course, not watch people play.
Drink some beer.
Yeah, when you drink, it's fun.
When you're playing and drinking, it's more fun, I feel like.
Well, sure. Yeah. Good point.
Yeah, thank you.
Or doing anything while drinking a beer.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
like drinking a beer and watching golf. Like, I think I could think of better things to do while drinking a beer.
Operating a motor vehicle.
Yeah, just don't drive.
That would be fun. Watching, like, if I could drink a beer and be 10 feet away from that Miles Teller interview.
Oh, man.
That'd be awesome. Thank you, Logan. We'll talk to you more.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I have been receiving some pushback on my take. In fact, I received a tweet this morning, and it said, let's see, take note, clip. I was like, all right, what am I taking note of? I'm taking note of a tweet from Shooter McGavin. So this is a parody account from a fake golfer from a movie. He has a clip, not of the movie he's in, Happy Gilmore, but a clip of Rudy, which is, I believe, a football movie.
My all-time favorite movie of all time.
All right. Well said.
Way to double down. It says, turning on the Masters coverage this morning. And it's a clip from Rudy where they're at a football game talking about how this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Yeah, football. I like football. I don't know how you're disproving my point by showing me a clip of people enjoying a football game.
It's so overrated and lame they had to go into our sports territory.
A different sport. So I'm going to say that.
All right, take Shooter out of this. He had nothing to do with this.
That's not even Shooter. That is not Chris McDonald.
This is some fat white guy who created an account called Shooter McGavin _ and
shout out to that guy.
And got popular. Showing a football movie trying to argue the Masters? I don't think that's a good argument. Also had a burner account talking about how terrible the tweet was and saying there's pills for testosterone.
Oh, Total T, Nugenics. So with Frank Thomas.
So I could get on some pills. So
she'll like it too.
Guys, can y'all be quiet? They're interviewing Sean Astin right now. Oh my God.
So I guess I have low T because I don't like azaleas. Is that it?
I guess so.
Like the more of a man you are, the more you like pink flowers.
Yeah.
And birds.
Less monster trucks, I guess.
Yeah. So for all you real men out there, I'll see you in the Lowe's flower department this weekend, picking up some fresh azaleas to put in the yard. Maybe put them behind your ear. That'd be cute. Or manly, sorry.
Nope.
Shout out to the real men out there. What did you serve the country? No, I planted azaleas this weekend. For your wife? No, for me. I like the real pink ones.
I mean, some people like gardening.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Because I'm a real man. What we got there, John?
Look at that crowd pop. Special.
We had some Irish guy.
This is from, like, not even today.
Yeah, the history.
You're calling 2018.
You idiot.
Oh, what a shot.
What a shot by Jeffy.
From 2022. History, tradition. Where's Miles Teller? Bring back Miles. The Masters on CBS or ESPN or Peacock. I don't even know where the hell it is.
ESPN today and tomorrow, CBS Saturday, Sunday.
And Peacock.
All right, cool.
Netflix, HBO.
Jamie says...
They have all these networks covering it because it's so special.
Jamie says, hey now. Happy Masters Day, Clipper.
Hey now.
PJ says, hello.
Help the bell. Help the...
Hello. Lane says, hope you guys are having an awesome day. Clip, the Braves are getting waxed later.
They win yesterday?
Nah.
Nope.
Nice.
How many games did the Braves win yesterday, John Gilbert?
None.
Yeah, they lost by 1. Joel is asking, has Sean reconsidered going in the dunk tank?
No. What do you say, Cliff Godwin?
Nope.
How many times will Sean be in the dunk tank this weekend?
None.
This is fun. Are y'all having fun?
I'm having a great time.
Wait, how many times?
0.
Okay.
0.
You're not going to get into dunk tank?
No.
Why not?
That's so
It's for charity. Well, I'm not going to be there.
I don't know.
Wait, you're not going? You said you were probably.
I might.
Oh, wow. I'm not going. He said he was, and now he might.
I'll let you know.
Wait, he said he was. Then he said he wasn't going to be there, and in the matter of like 0.5 seconds, he said I might.
I got to keep my schedule open. I'm a popular fella.
All the success going to journalism's head here.
I got through my Cavatier cognac and my scented candle.
No. Skip. What's up, Skip? Haven't seen you in a while. Skip. Kaz.
What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to turn and turn some more. And when we're done turning, we're going to turn again. And then after we turn 2 or 3 more turns, we're going to turn them all into turns.
Turn them all into turns. Kaz says hello. Hello.
Hello.
Pike liked the stream. He said Biff will not likely be at the Charlotte baseball game or the Masters this weekend. Dress code might factor into one of the two.
You talking about the greatest coach of all time?
Yes.
I want to shake his hand.
Jamie says, Clip, cut your losses. It was a bad take. Own it. I mean, I'm still waiting on somebody to give me some substance as to what I'm missing here. Pike says there's a great app for the Masters. Oh, do they have a Daniel Day-Lewis interview on it I should check out?
Hey, if they did, that would be special. That guy doesn't do anything.
Coverage this year provided by Jim Nantz, Vern Lundquist, and the guy from inside the Actors Studio. And Entertainment Tonight. John Moody says, good afternoon to all.
What's up, John?
What's up, J Mood?
What's up, Mood? What's your Moody? All right. What do y'all want to talk about non-Masters? Because I'm on fire right now.
Lakers Mavs last night, pretty good.
I just got another tweet. Tulane baseball, a New Orleans tradition unlike any other. On Saturday, be one of the first 250 fans to receive a golf towel. And Scott says this would have Clip absolutely seething if ECU did it. I wouldn't be seething. I would think it would be an overrated giveaway.
Might have to drive down to NOLA.
Yeah. So there you go. NBA.
Yeah, I mean,
God, this reminds me though.
Luka's return.
We're just in a kind of a rough time for sports. If you're not, if you're a college basketball, college football, NFL fan, it's a long wait.
NFL win totals over under came out this week.
Yeah, it makes me nervous.
Are you nervous?
Because somebody told me Washington's.
What is it, 9.5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof. Seems kind of low.
Low? I think it's set appropriately.
I kind of agree but we're talking about a team that was in the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
But if you make it
quarterback back,
if you go one more though, 10.5, now you're saying 11-6. That would be a really good season.
Yeah.
So maybe it is set, but 10-7, 9-8 would be a major disappointment at this point.
Really?
I hate to say it. Why? What?
Dude, I mean,
Are we not one of the? Should we not be one of the best?
Well, I mean, they
four teams in the NFC.
They had a bottom feeder schedule because of where they were the year prior, and now they're up last year, so they're going to have a more difficult schedule. I think 9-8, 10-7, 8-9, like that's a
and we absolutely
reasonable outlook.
Feasted on bad teams. No offense, Panthers, Titans, Browns, like crushed those teams.
Bears
lost to good teams. Until we finally beat the Eagles.
So your expectations are very high.
Well, they're higher than 9-7. I'll take 10.
That's why I said it 9.5.
Because we do play the Raiders. There's one.
All
I
right.
think you playing Charlotte. I think you come to the bank.
And guess
I think
what?
You come to get a loan.
Bank's closed on Sunday. What's y'all's wins total?
I'm trying to pull up Raiders Panthers.
I'm gonna say the Panthers are 5.5.
I'm trying to get it.
John Moody says, which season ends first, ECU baseball or Carolina Hurricanes?
Canes.
ECU baseball.
Well, I don't know how the math works out.
All right, so Panthers are at 6.5. I like over.
Wow. Okay.
And the Las Vegas Raiders are at 6.5. I like over.
I will not be taking the Raiders over. I did last year.
Yeah, so did I. It was also 6.5 last year.
Okay, this year they have a real coach and a real quarterback.
And I think that is good for 4 to 6 wins with this kind of schedule we're going to have.
They're in the...
like 4 to 6 plus from last year.
Chandler, can you win 3 division games?
Yes. In fact, if we can get to that 8 mark, I feel good in this division.
Dang.
You should. But, I mean, if you can win 3 division games, then I think you can win... Wait, it's 6.5, so we got to get to 7 for the over?
I mean, Saints, split with the Falcons. Get swept by... Okay.
Split.
Yeah. I think you can get out of there.
We should have beat them last year in the bank.
Yeah, should have. Could have.
If you can go 4-2 in the division, I like your over.
I think they get out of there with 3, and you can get 4 out of division.
That game in the bank's going to be huge, Jim.
Mm-hmm. Open up the vault.
All right. Again, Jamie says, now Clip talking NBA for the first time this year. I didn't bring up the NBA.
We talked about
Jared did.
We talked about it for 2 seconds.
He said he's going to hit on every He's going to hit every possibility sport. How about make some damn sense when you type?
He's going to hit every possibility sport he can that has a game going on anywhere in the world right now over the Masters.
We talked about the Masters for 15 minutes to start the show. I wanted to move on from it to hit on something else. I'll talk about it. I need Scotty Scheffler to go 4 under, and I see he just birdied. So if he can finish out these 2 more holes, I'll be happy with that.
By the way, Panthers and Commanders do not play this year.
You lying son of a...
I just want to get you excited.
Zach Kaplan said Frozen 4 talk soon.
Who cares?
He's supposed to be here in 1 minute. 1 minute. To John's question, does anybody know the math, the dates on that? Like, when would the ECU season, regular season end compared to where the Canes will be in the playoffs?
Well, go to Clearwater, I believe, late May. And the NHL playoffs start in, a week or 2?
Yeah.
So I would go...
I wonder what round the Canes... Would they have to be in, like, the Eastern Conference Finals, or...
Yeah, because NBA Finals Stanley Cup start the first week of June. So, I mean...
Will the Pirates be playing in June?
If we're in a regional, that would be May 30th that weekend.
May the 30th be with you. Zach Kaplan says we'll have to make the Eastern Conference Final. So the Canes, I meant to mention this with Ken yesterday. You remember last week we were like, man, Canes are red hot, cruising, playoffs, baby. I don't think they've won since then.
Nice.
I'm getting blown out. John Moody cast a vote for the Sports Entertainment Bar segment for WrestleMania season. Not a bad idea. Mania coming up next weekend?
Yeah, Easter weekend, the 19th and the 20th. We'll have some previews, hopefully, on Thursday, next Thursday.
Is this another Saturday, Sunday event?
Yeah. They're starting to do that with a lot of the big events. Like SummerSlam, I believe, is moving to 2 nights this year, which seems a bit much.
Or Summerfest, as Jeremy Piven called it. Speaking of which, Jeremy Piven coming up on hole 10 today at the Masters.
I thought you were talking about he's going to be on the show.
No, he's in Augusta. He'll be going live with Randy Moss. No, he's the horse guy. Peter North. Andy North. Whatever his name is. Andy North. Is Peter North an adult film star?
I don't know. I don't watch those kind of films.
What kind of film?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
So you don't watch documentaries and you don't watch adult films. What kind of films do you watch?
Shrek, Jaws, a variety. Just not those kind.
Shrek and Jaws.
I'm a good Christian male.
Joel says Easter on... Oh, Christians love adult films. Easter on 420. Nice. Come on, Joel.
Come on.
Yeah, man.
Go to church.
Class it up, bro. Let's get a leaderboard update.
Who cares?
Fred Couples. Fred Couples, man.
All right, so Jared did not know who Fred Couples was yesterday.
Just blindly bet on him.
The most, not shocking, but I was most surprised, not that you bet Fred Couples would make the cut, but that you didn't know who he was. It's kind of...
I've heard the name.
Yeah. But you did not know he was a 65-year-old man?
No.
Okay. Eagle today.
Nice. Yeah.
And I read he was the oldest player to ever shoot around under par at the Masters.
Got me feeling good. Got me feeling nice.
Fred Couples got me feeling nicey.
Fred Couples, man.
What an old fart.
65 years old. Under par.
Jamie says, Clip, please ask Coach Hud if the Masters is overrated. I plan to. I'm going to ask everybody.
Cheese ball.
It's my take. It doesn't mean it's true. I've had bad takes before. And I'm not a hot take guy. Sometimes I like having a hot take. It's fun. And then you get to defend it. And usually it's tough. You get detractors with substance, but I haven't heard anything. Right now I've heard...
Tradition.
I need more testosterone.
Oh.
A fake character from a golf movie played a football movie clip, and that is supposed to make me like the Masters. And then you've got, of course, Chandler with VJ Singh, history, tradition, food. Add Miles Teller to the list.
Yeah.
That's where we're at right now.
Oh, and don't forget to add 89-year-olds hitting the first tee.
Yes.
Gary Player.
And you know what? I'm not going to crap on everything. I think that's kind of cool.
That is definitely not lame.
I would like to see Pete Stoyanovich.
Tom Watson's getting old.
Do a opening kickoff to a game. Get a 75-year-old kicker out there to do a...
Fall and break his hip.
We'll have Kareem do the tip-off for the NBA Finals.
Colts cut kicker Gay 2 years after big contract. What do you think about that, Jamie?
I'm not a big.
Yeah, no.
What are you, Rick Majerus over here? Hey, Ricky Majerus over here. Rest in peace. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Zach Kaplan joins us. Wait till you see his ridiculous outfit.
Kind of offensive.
Chad said WrestleMania Night 2 on 420. Hope to see Rob Van Dam.
Rob Van Dam.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Tell me how you feel about the Masters. And I'll tell you how I feel. Back with you after this.
Looking for an adventure that's refreshing in more ways than one? Welcome to River Vibes, where nature meets flavor. Freely paddle through the stunning Pamlico River on one of our kayaks or stand-up paddle boards. After your adventure, cool down with one of our mouth-watering smoothies, refreshers, boba teas, or fresh juices. Plus, grab some awesome River Vibes gear to remember the day. River Vibes, where every moment is a splash of fun. Visit us in historic downtown Washington or on Facebook or Instagram. Ride, relax, and refresh at River Vibes.
Fish Street Hardware is bringing back mountain music and are springing back together to help our friends in Western Carolina on April 12th. This event kicks off at 12 with great food specials, giveaways, auction items, and a full day of amazing artists rocking the stage. Featuring local favorites Lonnie Britton, Tanner Oakley, Back Row Backsliders, Anna Park, Jake Mitchell, Eric Dunlow, and many more. Mark your calendars for April 12th and we will see you at Fish Street Hardware's Mountain Music Springing Back Together event. For all up-to-date information, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Fish Street Hardware.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina, Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40. And a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal, to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This is Holt Nailers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30-plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. ansonbelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Nailers Show.
Craving a delicious burger and a great deal? Then head on over to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville. Every Monday, shake things up with $5 hand-shaking cocktails. On Rough Draft Tuesday, enjoy Talls for Smalls, where bigger drinks are the same price as the smalls. It's Whiny Wednesday with $3 pours of barefoot wine. Then on Salty Thursdays, sip on a $4 house margarita. And don't miss Bloody Sunday. Enjoy brunch and $5 house Bloody Marys.
And this just in at Bad Daddy's, mention Pirate Radio for 15% off your meal.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Great food, amazing deals, and a whole lot of flavor.
Hey, Pirate Nation. This is Rhonda with Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. We are super excited about the Pirate baseball team. Russell's has a long history of dressing Pirate fans, both men and women, and we have a lot of new purple and gold in the store right now from popular brands like Johnny O, Peter Millar, Duckhead, and Gentile. Our attention to every detail means personal service and in-house alterations. We look forward to serving you, our Pirate friends and customers at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio, where the heart of Greenville lives. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Overtime Tavern is now open on South Charles Boulevard. You can come in for great food, cold drinks, and all the game day action. Swing by today and try their Philly cheesesteaks, glizzies, mouth-watering burgers, and delicious wings. And they're open until midnight, Sunday through Thursday, and open late until 3 a.m. on the weekend. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern. And chronic joint pain hovers, and you never know when it's going to rear its ugly head, and that goes for David Garrard, too. This is why the medical professionals at QC Kinetics take their job so seriously. When they treat patients like David Garrard, they are delivering long-term relief, treatments without surgery or downtime. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation today at 252-765-PAIN. That's 252-765-PAIN. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Shirley, Logan, Grayson, Journalism, W. Bone, Chandler Honeycutt, and we welcome in from WNCT Channel 9, Zach Kaplan. Hey, Zach.
Zach Kaplan.
Hey, Zach.
What's up, Zach?
Not have queued up. Clip, I can't wait to talk about the most overrated golf tournament of the year here with you on Pirate Radio Live.
Well, let's do it, because I just saw during the break that Ken Griffey Jr. is at the Masters this year as a credentialed photographer.
If it wasn't special, he wouldn't be there.
So now, this year, I can't wait after the Billy Bob Thornton interview in the second quarter of Dallas, Washington. We cut to, it goes away from the game footage, camera turns, Sammy Sosa is on the camera for Fox. Wouldn't that be cool?
That'd be awesome.
That would be so cool.
That would be special.
I had another quick random thought during the break.
It'd be spectacular.
We mentioned adult films in segment 1. Just how funny would it be if, like, all right, it's movie night, and you and the wife, like, kind of swap weeks?
Yeah.
All right, what do you got? What are you bringing to the table? We got Shawshank Redemption,
Gladiator,
Donnie Brasco. You know,
yeah, it's a great movie.
What'd you bring? And you just got back from I was gonna say Jack and Jill's. I think it's called what? Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve.
Yeah. Oh, you go there? I
just don't know about it.
Okay. Have you tried to get them to sponsor the show?
Yes, I have. Just happened to drive by a couple times.
But you bring it for movie night. Like, is that not a funny concept?
It's a very funny concept.
It's like that should be in a sitcom or something.
Yeah, I think it might have been
Probably been
something.
done.
Maybe
Probably
like a
been
Family
done.
Guy or.
Yeah. All right. Well, just a random thought during the break. Zach, how the heck are you?
Great.
Why are you wearing that?
Fresh off porn talk here.
Adult films.
Adult film.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Jeez Louise.
Adult film talk. I'm great. I'm wearing this Penn State hockey jersey.
It's called a sweater, bro.
Hockey sweater because Penn State plays in the Frozen Four for the first time in school history tonight.
First time in school history?
Yes.
Interesting.
They've only been Division I since 2011, 2012. So this is the 12-13 was their first D1 season. So this is like year 12 of existence in D1, and they're playing Boston University. So it's house divided. My parents went to BU. All three of their kids went to Penn State. So we'll see who comes out on top. 8:30 tonight, ESPN2, winner to Saturday's national championship.
Where is this at?
St. Louis, which stinks because if it was any closer, I would have tried to go and get the days off. Pull a little Orange Bowl trick like I did with Chandler and our guy Joe. So couldn't do that for this. St. Louis is just really hard to get to. But, oh well.
Well, good luck. You're a hockey fan, so to have your alma mater in the Frozen Four, that's a big deal.
Oh yeah, and the way they won to get there in overtime, like ridiculous behind the back pass. Chandler was with me. I was pretty excited. It was exciting to see them do this for the first time.
We were in overtime. Jamie says
we were at B-Dubs too, ironically. So it was like the overtime button was hit.
There you go.
In fact,
not a sponsor. Clip, I have a pro for you for the Masters. You get to watch and listen to Scott Van Pelt instead of just watching him on SportsCenter. Question mark?
Question mark.
If you have to end your pro with a question mark, is it really a pro? Question mark? I like Scott Van Pelt. Okay, fine. Check. That's in the pro column. There's one. Give me another one. Zach, what do you think about my take? Masters, most overrated sporting event.
Clip, I think you're a great guy, and I love being on this show, but that's one of your worst sports takes.
I'm glad you say that.
It's one of your worst.
So everybody's just crapping on your take instead of like giving out what is the most overrated to them.
Well, he's going to do that.
Okay, because I think it's the Frozen Four actually.
He's going to give me reasons why.
Frozen Four is underrated.
He's going to give me reasons why it's not the most overrated event, and tell me what is. All right, the floor is yours.
All right, so first of all, it can be what is he leaning in here dramatically? The viewing experience can be whatever you want. You got so many different viewing options. All right, you can go Amen Corner, you can go featured groups, you can go broadcast,
Miles Teller.
Yeah, you can go the actor
celebrity interviews.
You can go actor interview, random, whatever that's about. It's the best. It's streamed the best. I don't know why we can't have a streaming experience for every other sporting event like we do the Masters. It's you can tune in and out. And on Sunday, perfect nap, get a nap in, wake up for the back nine.
The best part about this thing is you can sleep through it.
I love that argument.
The first part of it.
Man, NFL Sunday, there's nothing better. Chan's a big take a nap guy.
Yeah, I was going to
NFL
say,
Sunday.
So Chan will take a nap through the 425 games for sure.
The best sporting events are the ones you can sleep through.
Yeah. So, like, you talk about the streaming thing. Like, what do you mean by that?
Their app is the best app for streaming of any sporting event we have throughout the calendar year.
I would argue they should have better TV coverage.
And it's amazing that they choose not to do that, but it's almost like they leave you wanting more
to the app.
They leave you wanting more, and they push people to the app, which they have control over.
So
it's the best televised. It's the best storytelling.
Your pros are app and nap, and I say crap.
So, what is the most overrated to you?
I was trying to think about that as we were going here.
We'll wait.
We got 2.5 hours.
Does it have to be a
McElroy for Eagle? Good spot for a birdie, though. Kentucky Derby.
Does it have to be a championship game, or can it be a postseason?
It can be a sporting event.
College football national championship. It's usually a bad game. It's been a bad game most years.
Just wrong.
This year, Ohio State. Everyone knew they were going to win it. I got no enjoyment out of it, which is kind of, I'm biased, but I was salty because, they weren't in it, but they being Penn State. But
okay, if it was Penn State, Ohio State, everybody would have known Ohio State was going to win it.
I think we could have made it weird. I'll go to my grave. I'll go to my grave believing that.
Okay, this is
getting weird.
This is not an episode of Workaholics. We're talking about a football game here.
No, what is? I don't know. Trying to go through the rest of the calendar.
You got
because I'm trying to pick something people care about.
World Cup.
I think World Cup is very overrated.
I like the World Cup.
I hate it.
I like countries battling each other without arms. Literally, because you can't use your arms in soccer.
Yeah.
There's parts of the Olympics that are overrated.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's so many different sports that it's like, all right, if this is boring, then just you can watch something else. The Olympics, I feel like I lose steam on. The Olympics are a little overrated.
I can't say the Olympics because I've never had steam for the Olympics. I just don't care.
But I feel like a lot of people get pretty excited about it every other year.
I still don't get it though.
What do you not get?
What do you not get?
Why are people so excited?
As a guy who loves America as much as you, I'm not even joking right now. Like, you get to root for your country against other countries.
Yeah, but I don't really care if we have the best swimmer.
I don't know. I don't really.
It was different when Phelps was in his prime, but I feel like since then it's definitely died down. Everyone cared when that happened, though.
Not everyone. That's a lot. Jerry, I don't know if I necessarily care, but as a sports fan and as someone who lives in a country,
yeah,
I can root for my country in sports. So
I don't know.
I'm down for it.
More of a North Carolina guy.
There are sports that East Carolina that I do not care about, but if East Carolina's in it, I want them to win it. For example, women's lacrosse, cross country.
They got dog walked by.
Yeah, tough one.
Right.
Tough one yesterday.
And I'd rather that not happen.
Yeah.
And at the same time, it didn't affect my life, but I wanted the purple and gold team to win.
Tour de France.
Oh, okay. Now we're talking.
Tour de France is pretty overrated.
I have zero interest in watching men ride bicycles.
Yeah, I'm good.
Especially ones that have one testicle that
juice.
Yeah.
That take performance enhancing drugs.
As we're walking through this, I'm starting to realize I don't like really anything outside of the NFL.
We like football. You know why? Because you don't have a lot of testosterone.
Okay.
What about hoops?
I like, the postseason. I'm not sitting through an 82-game season, though.
What about college?
I like ECU basketball.
Okay.
Finals are overrated to me.
What?
For the NBA?
NBA.
Yeah. Most years.
I like it.
Last year I enjoyed it, but I mean, most years it's overrated.
I think
I could get with you there.
The 7 games takes away from it a little bit.
Yeah, I don't
The playoffs are long, and I don't know. The one thing I like about the NBA playoffs is watching Barkley and Kenny and them.
Yeah.
I will, if I'm flipping and I see them talking, I would stop on that more than I would stop on a Nuggets-Rockets game.
But there are some series where it's just like, man, this is awesome. But then there's other series where it's like, good Lord, please change the channel.
I almost feel like if you are the 1-8 and you win your first 3 games, including that game on the 8 teams court, it should be over there.
Okay. I just don't think the first round should be best of 7.
Yeah, me neither.
I think it should go best of 3, best of 5, best of 7, best of 7.
I'm okay with 5 and then 7 the rest of the way. But
like it used to be?
Yeah.
I just think conference finals and finals should be 7 games. That's it.
Yeah, I would, as Chandler brought it up, I would say the NBA finals are more overrated than the Masters.
That's ridiculous.
Jamie says, I get tired of hearing about the America's Cup. I actually never hear about it. Is that
sailing?
Sailing?
Newport, Rhode Island, shout out.
Sailing?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Newport.
Sail!
Oh, like boats. Okay.
Newport's fun.
What?
I don't know if they have it there.
Smoking Newports?
That is pretty fun.
I mean, you can smoke Newports while watching the America's Cup in Newport.
Now, anybody that
big old
goes
mansions.
watch the America's Cup, I'm not going to be friends with you. And you know what? That includes if one of y'all have done it, and I will not be friends with
That's the boat thing? Yeah.
don't even
Yeah,
know
no,
what it
I will
is.
never. You won't catch me there.
How do you watch it? Do they just go like
You
10
pretty much-
feet?
I feel like you're pretty much cheering for the wind.
Aren't they in the middle of the ocean?
yeah, they're right off the coast.
Like, can you see the whole thing? You said it was cool. You said it was fun, actually. What's fun about
I
it?
was just kind of going out on a limb. Oh, they gotta have like drones though. You would think they gotta have drones.
Because aren't they going like 1 knot an hour? Like,
Well, I don't know what that means.
That's how you measure
Can we
speed.
count the hot dog eating contest?
oh
That's
my God.
not overrated.
What? That's very
that's
overrated.
very overrated.
If you want to call that
Very
a
overrated.
sport, then I will say it's the most overrated sport. In the world.
Wow.
Major League eating.
I don't. And that's cool. It's got its niche thing. We talk to Rich Shea every year. We'll talk to him again this year. But yeah, I don't watch it.
I just kind of see what the number was and say, okay, cool, move on.
It's gross.
Yeah.
It's just not.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm good.
Let's see.
Clip, what if you smoked a Newport in a Newport mansion? That would be kind of cool.
Jamie said, I dare you to find someone smoking a Newport at the America's Cup. I want to be.
Is there an airport in Newport? Because you could smoke a Newport in an airport in Newport.
It's probably a tiny private one. There's not a commercial airport. TF Green in Providence will be the closest there.
What is the most overrated sporting event? If it's not the Masters, let us know. Let your voice be heard.
It's a democracy. This is America, right? I mean, just checking.
And let me know if you've gone to the America's Cup live.
And tell
Clip cannot be your friend.
And tell Clip why he's wrong, and that's not the most overrated sporting event.
I would love people to argue why that is an electric sporting event.
Need a gust here. Need a big gust.
America's Cup.
Give me a gust.
I would imagine the presence of alcohol at the America's Cup probably makes it a lot more jazzed up.
I thought America's Cup was the thing Kurt Angle put in his jockstrap. We'll take a break. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday after this.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Make things happen this year with the new John Deere. In just one visit to Quality Equipment, you'll find the right lawnmower, compact tractor, or Gator UTV that will save you time and money on your next project. Keep things running all season long with the help of our experienced parts and service team. Your new Deere isn't far away. Find current offers and budget-friendly packages at your local Quality Equipment with 36 locations across North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit QualityEquip.com to get started. That's QualityEquip.com.
Overtime's Tavern is officially open in downtown Greenville. Whether you're craving a cold drink, hot meal, or just a place to unwind with friends in a laid-back atmosphere, we've got you covered. Join us daily from 11 a.m. to midnight every day, or stick around for our late-night hours on the weekends. Follow Overtime Tavern on Facebook or Instagram for daily specials and events, including live music. OT's is right across from the Sheets on Charles Boulevard in downtown Greenville. Overtime's Tavern, where every hour feels like overtime.
This summer, the Greenville Yard Gnomes are back at historic Guy Smith Stadium.
Hey there, it's me, Nomeo, the Yard Gnomes mascot. You've heard of gnomes bringing good luck, right? Well, I'm here to bring you great baseball and tons of fun, too. We're excited to have a great team, including a few ECU baseball players this year.
Season tickets are on sale now, so visit yardgnomesbaseball.com to get yours today.
We'll have great food, cold drinks, and fun games for everyone. Come out and hang with your gnomies this summer and have some fun at the ballpark with us, the Greenville Yard Gnomes.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Jiggins Cowart, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
Pirate Radio.
So you believe in pirates? Pirates aren't Santa. They did exist, they did have treasures, and they did bury it. You know, I had an eye patch when I was 6. Who didn't, my friend? Who didn't?
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. At Langley Contracting, they are the superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, they've got you covered. And best of all, they handle all your insurance claims. They are locally owned right here in Eastern North Carolina, and they are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. They can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit them online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today. Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist. And Quality Equipment is your full-service John Deere dealer with 36 locations to serve you. Quality Equipment is open in Winterville next to Sam's Club, or visit qualityequip.com to find the location near you. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live.
You said who?
Ludwig
Oberg.
Is he a German fellow?
No.
Not German.
Because I just looked at nationality props. And
Norwegian. Is he
top
Norwegian?
Nordic golfer,
Yeah.
Ludwig, is ahead of Victor Hovland and others.
Give me a Polish person to win the Masters.
Top Oceania.
I'll give you Franklin Delano Romanowski for top Polish guy.
Nah, this is a smart sport.
Yeah, that's true.
I hit on Scheffler today. I've got Morikawa, Ludwig, and Zalatoris as winners.
Swedish.
Scotty Scheffler's going to run away with this.
I just have Fred Couples to make the cut and Brooks Koepka top 5.
All right. I like your Freddie bet.
Did you have any idea about Fred Couples before you made the bet?
No, the value was good, and I was like, I've heard of him before, so I bet it. And also, once you bet a guy to make the cut that was plus 100 or worse odds, I guess, you got a bonus bet.
Yeah, no.
So I bet Fred Couples because the value, and then I bet Brooks Koepka with the bonus.
Which is funny because I would have said pre-tournament, what are you doing? But after today,
I'm a golf sharp. I played golf all throughout middle school and high school for my school, and I was the best on the team. So
no big deal.
I'm a sharp.
Known golf sharp.
No, I was actually the worst. I was just there for vibes.
Did you play golf growing up?
No, we got a golf team my first year of middle school, and I was like, that'd be funny. I suck at baseball. I'm not that good at basketball.
You did it as a bit?
Yeah, and then I fell in love with it.
Kid was doing bits
because
at 13.
You'd get out of school at 12:30. And then they'd be on the practice green warming up. I'm like, look at these losers as I eat a Snickers and drink an energy drink.
Yeah, you weren't you when you were hungry. No.
Do you have the urge to play today?
Yeah, I still love going out there, but that's really just about enjoying the weather, having a few cold beers.
Yeah.
And having fun.
All right.
And crushing some approach shots.
Zach, Pirate baseball in Charlotte this weekend. Coming off 4 straight L's, including NC State on Tuesday night, and some concerning comments from Cliff Godwin coming out of that game.
Yeah, and I was thinking about the discussion you guys were having earlier about who lasts longer, ECU baseball or the Canes, and it's probably the Canes if I had to pick right now.
No.
Just given the length of the baseball season, it's got to be East Carolina.
What if they get,
So what are we saying? What's more likely, Canes playing in the Eastern Conference Finals or ECU in a regional? Is that what we're asking?
I don't even think
at this point it's Canes.
Do we make the finals at Clearwater?
Well, it's not a fair comparison then if we're going to do that.
Well, that's why I'm saying the length of the baseball season.
I guess you're asking, if the Canes will advance past 2 rounds.
And I don't think so.
I'd say that's more likely. So, look, I've seen a lot of the, shall we say, discourse online about the season, and I just I feel like we talked about it. We knew it'd be kind of a down year. I feel like the expectation was they would still get to 40 wins and a regional, which both are kind of, we sit here, they're 20 and 13. We're going to find out, how long they will last in Clearwater because they get all these good teams in the conference coming up. Still have South Florida, still have Wichita State, both of whom are, I believe, ahead of them, still have Tulane. So that's kind of the scary part to me. It's to get swept by FAU and you still have most of your good conference series left is pretty concerning. And I just don't know what reinforcements are coming. That's like, you thought they might get Towers and Anatolik back pitching wise. You thought Riley Johnson by this point, maybe, they have some kind of resolution. They figured out some way to get him in the lineup, but that's really hurt them just not having him this year. And I think it's been a trickle down effect from the hitting standpoint. Certainly you saw that the other night, and the pitching, wasn't a problem last night, but they're never on the same page. And that's just kind of been the thing, Clip, over these last, probably 6 to 10 games. And it's been good enough to get by against some of these lesser teams. But, when the hitting's going, the pitching's not, and vice versa. And it feels like it's been a while since we've been able to see them both clicking in one game.
Big pitching matchup Friday night, right? You've got Norby versus the
Gillespie.
guy, the Co.
Yes. That guy stinks.
The guy that threw the no-no.
Co-AAC Player of the Week. Yeah, that was
ridiculous.
19 strikeouts against the no-hitter.
Against the no-no, yeah. Although, and I heard this, and Coach O was talking about it too, a big-time pitching matchup last Friday at Clark LeClaire, and both sides' bats kind of got going in that one. So you never know what you're going to see when you go out to the ballpark.
But it does seem like, the Charlotte team that came here last year is one of the worst college baseball teams I've seen. Certainly since I started going to games, even like.
And they did steal a win.
On that Sunday. Yeah, they absolutely did. So, they stole a win last year, and they were dog water. So I definitely think this series is more in play than I would have expected it to be before the season started.
What kind of water do you give your dog? Do you have a dog?
Nah, I wish. I don't
got
have
a dog in me.
You wish you had a dog? You can go rescue one.
Here's my thing, right? I don't want to own a pet until I know I can take care of it adequately, or have somebody that can help me take care of it adequately. So I love dogs. I've even cats have warmed up to me. Poor phrasing. I've warmed up to the idea of cats.
Okay.
Because I used to be anti-cat, but I've met
way less maintenance.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
However, I couldn't live with the idea of leaving it by itself for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
It'd just be awful. I can't do that.
Okay, good. That's very responsible of you.
But I want to own pets someday.
You should own a Nittany lion.
Just like a cub?
Yeah, but it'll grow into a full-grown ferocious beast.
Be pretty cool.
Yeah. It'd be the guy from Netflix.
Why didn't Scarface have a tiger?
Mike Tyson had a tiger.
Or that was Donnie Brasco. They had a...
Was it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Scarface? No, he had something. He had a...
Turtle?
No, that's Entourage.
Wrong.
But yeah, Zach, maybe one day if you make it big, you could get a lion in your backyard. And name it Curtis Enos or something.
Or Jerry.
Kurt Warner.
Yes, but not that one.
I'm choosing to ignore Jared's comment.
Oh, I get it. I thought it was a Seinfeld thing, but it wasn't.
No.
Johnny.
No,
Nope.
No, please. No.
Kaz said, will Friday's game be moved to Saturday?
Why?
Is it? I know it's supposed to rain here. I don't know if is that.
Now, if it rains here, does that affect the game in Charlotte?
It might.
Nope.
There are some fronts that are.
Kaz, I don't know, man. I'll tell you what, though. I'll skip a step for you and use Google. Charlotte weather. Let's see what we got.
It is supposed to rain here Friday for sure.
Zach, who cares what it's doing here? Why do you keep saying that?
I don't know.
I don't either. I don't understand why.
This is going to cover the entire state, I think.
All right, so Charlotte, 45% precip tomorrow at 4, 25 tomorrow at 7, 20%. So you've got a chance.
They're playing a freaking game.
We're playing a freaking game.
I think it's game on. It is a AAA stadium as well. Drainage got to be pretty good there, I would think.
So to answer your question, Kaz, do not know. All right.
Looking good.
Zach, thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for having me.
Good luck to the Knits.
Go Knits. Hopefully playing for a national championship Saturday night.
They got Boston?
They got Boston,
if they get past Boston, who is on the other side?
Got the winner of Denver and Western Michigan.
Denver won last year. Maybe?
I think so. Yeah, pretty sure they did.
I think so. I think I read that recently.
They beat BC. The Tide did not roll in Division I hockey.
Do we have a line?
Oh, I bet we do.
No
pun intended.
I'll try to find that.
Coach K, do we have a betting line in this game?
No.
All right.
What chances do the Nittany Lions have tonight?
None.
Oh, wow.
What's the score going to be, Shirley?
Zero?
44?
44 to 0.
We'll take a break. Wait, that's Shirley talking?
Yeah, sure.
Penn State is 4-1 to win. They have the longest odds. Denver 200, Western Michigan 220, BU 240, Penn State 4-1. Why not us? Plus 130 to win tonight. Let's do it.
Go Nits.
Come on. We are.
Pins
going to break.
Oh.
Back with you after this.
Ready to play a little kickball? Robbie's Clubhouse, a place for special needs adults and children, will host their annual kickball tournament on Saturday, April 26th from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Sarah Law Softball Complex located on Reedy Branch Road in Winterville. Come join the fun while helping the special needs community by joining us as a friendly kickball. To register a team, visit eventbrite.com and search Robbie's Clubhouse or call 252-916-9117 and we'll see you Saturday, April 26th.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
I'm Morgan Ehlers here with Brian Cook. He's the comptroller with Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. This time of year, the automobile business really starts picking up, and you guys have a tremendous inventory.
Yeah, we stocked up on over 30 cars this week after having a pretty good end of the February. We're looking to create opportunities for customers that are ready to buy this time of year, take care of all your automotive needs right here in Greenville at Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. Willing to earn your trust one vehicle at a time, one day at a time.
Greenville Motor Company and the new Greenville Auto World. Go online at driveherenow.com.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
Have you tried the new boneless wings from Wings Over Greenville? That's right, Wings Over has all new boneless wings. These juicy, crunchy boneless wings are available in any of their 17 bold flavors, from sweet and tangy to fiery hot. Every craving is covered. Wings Over Greenville is giving you 10% off your entire order when you use the code PIRATE25 online or in the app. Wings Over is open for lunch every day and is open until 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Visit wingsover.com today and soar into flavor with their new boneless wings. Wings Over Greenville, they deliver.
It's time for a family fun barbecue fundraiser to support Riley's Army and families facing pediatric cancer. Join us Sunday, May 4th from 3 o'clock to 6 p.m. at QC Kinetics and treat you and your family to a barbecue dinner provided by Beaker's Brisket. Individual plates are $15 and family meals are 4 for only $50. Everyone who purchases a meal or donates will have the chance to enter an exciting raffle. We can't do it alone. We need an army. Order or donate online now at rileysarmy.com.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times with family and friends, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Always have fun, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. I am big into true crime, but also fiction, murder mysteries, and sometimes I ask myself, why? Am I a freak? Why am I into such morbid topics? But the answer is the mystery aspect of it.
Yeah.
Like if
a whodunit.
Yes. If it gets spoiled at the beginning, I'm not going to watch it because I'm not fascinated by the violence.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by the investigation, the whodunit part.
Yeah.
You said it. We've got a whodunit here at Pirate Radio. Shirley, are you getting these texts? Yeah, you are, because you were in this thing as well.
Yes, and I'm quite intrigued as a mystery person myself.
I'm fascinated by this. So,
Episode 3 of Crime Time.
15 minutes ago, a text to the group chat. Someone at the T-shirt shop found a Pirate Radio cell phone that we call a burner, which we use for cameras, for videos, on the corner of 14th and Evans. And there's a picture of said phone with the Pirate Radio sticker on it.
With the question, who had it last?
Who had it last? One person said, not I. Another person said, 'twas not me.
That was my response.
Another person said, I put it back on the charger yesterday morning. Nobody has claimed they had it and lost it. And I am fascinated by this.
Yeah.
How did it get there?
I mean, I had it Tuesday night for football practice and baseball, and then I brought it back here yesterday in the AM.
So the last known whereabouts of this phone was
on the charger.
Jarrett put it on the charger.
Yeah.
What happened between that moment and the discovery of the phone on 14th Street?
Today.
This morning, today.
That is, I am quite intrigued by this, but I do have a question. How many of these phones do we have that usually leave the building?
Just the one.
Okay, so
maybe,
this is just
maybe
the one
of
then?
these that we use for cameras.
Right.
But I mean, I always have it in the bag. Bag's always in my truck. I never put the phone on top of the truck. I don't even drive on 14th Street. So
14th and Evans.
I really want to do a full investigation, talk to everyone one-on-one. One thing that would be in the, maybe I did it. Well, you reminded me of something there. I did put my wallet on the back of my car one time when I got gas and drove off, and my wallet exploded in the middle of the road, and I lost everything.
Dang.
So I have done that before, but I do not have a purpose for that phone and did not take it out of the building. But I would like to interview everybody on the air, one-on-one about it. Yeah. We could start with you.
Okay.
But we do have other things to get to.
So yesterday was Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. We didn't have anything that the burner phone needed to leave the building for.
That's the point. Like, Jared, we didn't have any football to get, no baseball game.
No, because we already had all that audio.
I have an alibi. I wasn't here yesterday. I was only here Tuesday.
And,
okay,
and
so
we have
she
had the phone
physically-
here since Tuesday.
Yes, because
well, it was with me Tuesday night.
Yeah.
All right, I'm clearing you.
I'm clear.
Yep, you're clear. Right now, you're the only non-suspect in this building. Logan, I haven't heard your alibi, so right now you're a suspect.
In my case is I haven't been in. I didn't know there was a phone missing until Jarrett came in and asked if I had a burger, but he actually meant burner.
Dude.
He meant the burner phone. So I mean, I haven't been in this week
I said the burner
until
phone.
today.
I didn't say burger.
When's the last time you were here?
Friday?
Friday, yeah.
All right, I'm clearing you.
Will's not here.
Was Will here yesterday? Yes. And Will's not here today.
And it won't be back until Monday.
Right now, my top suspects are Jared and Will.
Why am I suspect?
Because you were the last known person to have the phone. Jenny says, I haven't touched it since Tuesday night. But again, you're claiming you had it on Wednesday.
Yeah, and I brought it back here.
So I have to clear Jenny.
What about Chandler?
He all of a sudden disappeared once this information came out, didn't he?
I mean, yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
And to my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong, he's not answered the chat, correct?
No.
He has not denied that he did not have the phone?
But look, I listen to a lot of these cases. Sometimes you are advised not to say anything because your words can be used against you. So I don't want to say that someone's silence is guilt.
Yeah.
But he is a suspect.
We need to have his alibi substantiated.
Zach Kaplan says, conveniently had a ribbon cutting to attend. Yeah, he's at a ribbon cutting with the bigwigs, with the suits.
Done and dusted.
Steve says, where in the hell is Keith Morrison? The mystery of the phone.
Is it possible?
Chad said, are we going to get another Clip and Judy podcast? I think this might be episode 3 of Crime Time because I want to figure out what the hell happened.
Because it is such an odd thing for us to have equipment disappear like that.
Yeah. Like phones just don't go from a building to 4 blocks over untouched.
Agreed.
Unless you want to get into the supernatural aspect of this thing.
A ghost?
A ghost, a spirit,
a Bigfoot.
Wait. Could we potentially?
A Sasquatch?
I seen it.
A Yeti?
A Yeti?
A Yeti? Could we potentially put Mark on the suspect list? The reason why I say that is because Mark accused someone else of taking said phone.
And made a joke about it.
I mean, we
no
all knew it was
matter,
a joke. However, he did not necessarily deny the fact that he didn't take it.
I really don't get that.
What if it was an outside suspect and we had a burglar?
You talking about a burglary? A burglary?
A burglary.
I mean, it's possible.
But who would that be? Now we're opening up the door.
Someone who really wants to know information on Pirate Radio.
There's no information on that phone.
What if they thought there was?
Yeah,
that's why they threw it.
But that's a good point, Grayson. This is how they do it. You have to investigate those are like closest first, and then you expand your investigation. So right now we've got Jarrett, Mark, Will, Chandler as my suspects.
Is that in any order? Because I don't like being on the top of the list. I don't even like being on the list.
In no
you are the
particular order.
last person to touch the victim.
No, I wasn't, because the last person to touch it is the reason it ended up on 14th Street.
You are the last known person. That's true, Jarrett.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All on the anniversary of OJ's death, too.
Oh, wow.
Of his death?
Yeah. Died a year ago today.
I didn't know he was sick.
What a great guy. Rest in peace.
I hate to do this. You know what we're going to end up doing? We might have to run Danny in hour 2. I'm having in hour 3. I'm having too much fun with this. So it would be crazy to accuse the person that brought this up, right? I don't want. I'm not going to accuse him, but Ellerby can't be ruled out. Let's say that.
No, could not.
We can't rule anybody out. Because there have been cases where the person who calls 911 has been the murderer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, Ellerby, I'm putting you on the suspect list. No, person of interest.
Person of interest.
I have no suspects. We have persons of interest.
What was going on Wednesday? What were people doing Wednesday?
What's going on Wednesday?
Well, you had trivia, didn't you?
Yes.
I woke up. It was plugged up in my kitchen. I unplugged it, put it in the bag, brought it here, put it on the charger, and I did not even go towards 14th Street.
So Grayson reminded me of what was going on Wednesday, which I thought, all right, who was here when I left the building on Wednesday? Shirley was here.
Yeah, because I'm always the last one to leave.
Jarrett was here.
Chandler
was here. Will was here.
Delaney was here.
Delaney was here. Delaney was here.
Delaney was here.
She's going.
She's got to go on the list.
Was there an event on Wednesday night?
Nope.
No.
Like there was not a baseball game. There was not a football practice. There was no reason for that phone to leave the building. Delaney and Will are not here to answer their whereabouts, to confirm their alibis. And if you want to talk about directions, wait, Clip, you went to Overtimes last night. That's right, like on the way. Like you would probably go that way to get there, right? No, I went home first.
Okay.
So I went towards Winterville when I left here. I have the Jagger, not a sponsor. I have receipts to prove it. And they probably have cameras there.
Yeah.
So. All right. Chad said this is like a great game of Clue. I am so perplexed, man. Because either it's an outside entity or there's magic involved, or most likely somebody's lying.
Yeah.
And we've got a liar amongst us.
I just don't like being accused.
I'm not accusing you. I'm stating the fact that you are the last known person to touch the victim. And I love calling it a victim.
Yeah, it makes it sound like I did something pretty heinous here. When we're
talking about a phone.
A telephone.
Telefono. But calling it the victim for people just tuning in are like, oh my God, what did Jarrett do?
Yeah, I don't like this.
Journalism W. Boone. Did we have any in-studio guests yesterday?
Yes,
Ken Watlington.
Ken Watlington.
I'm going to say this. Ken did not go past that door.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm keeping him off the list.
Or did he go to the bathroom in between segments?
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, we were sitting in here talking about Lost, actually. So, yeah, he did.
All right. Ken's off the list. P. Mace was not here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Courtney from 5th Street.
Courtney from 5th Street.
But they didn't find it on 5th Street.
You just made the list.
Man, I hope Courtney's listening.
Courtney from 5th Street. Jamie says, was Zach Kaplan anywhere near the phone? No.
No.
I want to rule out Zach.
Because the phone was already missing by the time Zach was over here.
Courtney from 5th Street. Now, she was over there talking to you, Shirley, which is very close.
She was.
Going right across the hall to that phone.
Now, in her defense, when she was over here, we discussed food, and then you guys went to break, and then she went into the studio. So she did not go into the other room where the phone was, at least during that particular part.
I just want to question her. Like, she's not even a person of interest, but she was here.
Well, you have to cover all avenues.
Right. Has Shirley been cleared? Did I clear Shirley?
She was the last person here.
I think Shirley, I need to talk to Shirley, but I just need to talk to you, Shirley. You're
not a person of interest.
No. You're free to leave anytime.
Okay. I was the last person in this building. I was the one that locked up.
Did you lock up properly?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I always double check the doors.
You have the right to a lawyer.
You do, correct.
I don't need one.
That is Shirley. That is a mistake a lot of these people make, because you can be falsely convicted.
I could be falsely convicted, and anything I say can be and will be used against me in a court of law.
Or you could just kick my ass.
Yeah, that too.
That's always an option.
That is always an option, always. However, I can honestly say I did not go into that room. When I closed up shop, I fed the fish, I cut off the lights, and walked straight out the back door.
Steve said any attorney listening right now is losing their mind. Stop talking.
Stop talking. No, don't say anything else.
Yeah.
You're incriminating yourself.
Jamie says, can someone go and start checking video cameras along the way at different merchants? Yes, I'm gonna have my wife on that as part of our podcast. This will be a documentary, Jarrett, so you won't be interested.
Yeah, I'm out.
It'll be pretty easy to do, actually. Because that happened to me when someone hit my car in the parking lot. I had to go that route.
And like go to businesses to see.
Oh, I didn't.
Well, yeah,
but law
the
enforcement
cameras,
did.
yeah.
Yes, they were able to track down the person that hit my car.
I need to see the phone right now. I think Ellerby's in possession of that phone.
Yeah,
he could be doing anything on that phone. But Steve has a point. We need to see the last known number called. I want to see the last pictures taken. What kind of data can we get from that phone?
Just
that
pictures.
will give us. Yeah, but what somebody, dude, I woke up a couple weeks ago and looked at my camera roll, and like at 8:30 in the morning, there was just like random pictures of my wall. Like I don't know,
what?
Like my phone was not on a nightstand or anything. It was in the bed, so I don't know if I rolled on it or whatever. But what I'm saying is maybe somebody accidentally hit a photo while they were on the road or dropping the phone.
Yeah.
We could fingerprint it.
There you go.
But if it's someone that we already have working for us, then that's going to be a little bit difficult because all it proves is that they touched the phone. That's
yeah,
it.
but you could still, we might have if we have outside fingerprints on it. Then
oh, well, yes, of
there
course.
you
You're going to. Can we rule out the person that actually found the phone?
No, that's why he's on this list.
No, not Jonathan. I'm talking about the person that found the phone because that would be a separate set of fingerprints that would normally not be on that phone.
I'm not going to say that person's name, but I did put them on the list, Shirley. Very well. Very good.
Come on now. This is all aspects of crime time right here.
Jamie said someone needs to get a hold of Mully. He looks like law enforcement. I don't even know if you know this. In a past life, Mully was involved in law enforcement.
Police?
Yes.
DEA?
I don't. It wasn't just your run-of-the-mill
cop,
street cop. He didn't talk about that a lot.
Dang, man.
Maybe one day we can get him to talk about it on the air. Maybe on Crime Time.
I could see that because he does have a temperament of like a typical police officer.
Wait, who's this? I don't have. Oh.
Do we have someone?
I just have a text coming in. A suspect was at the Buck, then went to OT's. You can take a route that goes to 14th Street.
I didn't go to the Buck yesterday.
Okay. I was getting ready to say, because somebody is irregular at OT's.
But that's what trivia was. Why don't
I just put a little star by
I
it,
didn't
man.
go to the Buck. I went home. And then I went to OT's.
I'm putting one by Chandler's too. Mark doesn't go to the Buck. Will doesn't go to the Buck. It just means nothing, man. Relax.
What are you touching me for? I didn't do anything.
I'm trying to make you comfortable.
You're making me uncomfortable. Am I being detained? Because I have to go.
Oh, we need to take a break. Nadu's going to call in. Hey, we might be on the Sit Down podcast talking about this.
Oh,
man,
that
this
would be
is
cool.
fun. This gets me going.
You got to talk to Nadu about it, see how he would go about solving this crime.
Oh, I know how he'd go about it. He'd just start spraying.
Breaking some kneecaps.
Yeah.
Swimming with the fishies.
All right, the case of the missing phone. I hope we have more. I hope we have a break in the case by the end of hour 3. Back with you after this.
All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, former pirate reliever, host of the Danny Beal Show.
At Riley's Army, our mission is to provide support to children with cancer and their families in North Carolina. From emotional support to financial assistance, we are here to ensure no family faces this journey alone. Guided by faith and a commitment to love and service, Riley's Army invites you to join us. Volunteer, donate, or spread the word. Together we can make a lasting difference. Visit RileysArmy.com to learn more. That's RileysArmy.com.
Today or yesterday, whenever it was.
Michaels and Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels and Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels and Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels and Gateway Cosmetic
Hey,
and Family
like, you're
Dentistry.
close
This
to
is
home again,
proud
though, you know,
ECU
go
alumni
but I'll
David
be,
Price of David Price
spring
Construction.
training,
As a
spring
leading
training,
general
that's what it's
contracting
called.
firm,
Spring
we
training
specialize
starts
in
at the end of
commercial
this month.
construction
I'll
and
be-
renovation. Whether it's
I'll
updating
be
your
there
office space,
for good
renovating
for
your
the
restaurant,
summer,
or building
the
a
end
new
of this month,
retail
last week
store,
of this
our
month.
team at David Price Construction is
so-
ready to assist. We are committed
28th,
to
then we'll
delivering
play
quality,
first week of May, I
value,
think
and
the first game
customer
is the 8th of the
satisfaction
night
across all of our
May,
projects. So
and then
give us a
we're-
call
I mean,
at
it's some pretty grueling travel. We're driving to Jersey, we're driving
919-820-3612
to
or
Quebec,
find us
we're driving
online
all
at
these kind of places, so
davidpriceconstruction.com.
we're playing
Go
Ottawa,
Pirates.
and I was
Hey,
telling
buddy,
my dad
it's me,
about it.
your
I'm like,
foot.
hopefully they're
What? Are
playing
you
hockey
okay?
this
Not
weekend.
so
We're gonna
much.
have lost respect
These
for
old
that,
shoes
but-
are killing me.
But I've had these for years.
No, I'm excited.
Yes,
With the-
I've been
the
stuck in
travel
these
is-
things, and now
travel's
I'm
really not
screaming.
that big
You
of a
need
deal.
custom
It's
fit
just
shoes,
what I
my
have to do to
friend.
keep playing,
And we're
and I'll
not
keep doing
talking
it, so
one
it doesn't
size
really
fits
matter
all
to me,
here. You need
We'll
comfort,
be
support,
in
and most
Kingston for a
importantly,
week,
freedom.
on the road
Well,
for a
how
week,
do
in
I get
Kingston
that?
for a week,
Head
on the
over
road
to
for a
Fleet
week for
Feet.
pretty
They'll
much
make
the
me
entire
feel like $1
summer,
million
so
bucks
I'm
and
excited
keep you
to
running
get back on
strong.
feet.
Fleet Feet
All right,
at the
keeping
Old
the
Gordon's
dream
Golf
alive.
location on
Danny,
Arlington
you
Boulevard.
mentioned
They
this or
custom
not,
fit
I
every shoe for
believe
your
I
unique
heard
foot. Visit Fleet Feet and step into comfort. Your feet will thank you.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Rhonda with Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. We are super excited about the Pirate baseball team. Russell's has a long history of dressing Pirate fans, both men and women, and we have a lot of new purple and gold in the store right now from popular brands like Johnny O, Peter Millar, Duckhead, and Gentile. Our attention to every detail means personal service and in-house alterations. We look forward to serving you, our Pirate friends and customers at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and of course, all your favorites. Flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Voliva with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
Often imitated, but never duplicated. Pirate Radio, we are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase one for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Huge break in the case during the break. First of all, I had an eyewitness who saw 2 suspects last night. We've also had a confession during the break. A confession.
This is my confession.
I hate to make people wait, but you're going to have to wait till the segment after we talk to Jeff Nadu, who joins us on the Pirate Radio Live line. But we have a major break in the case of the missing phone. A Pirate Radio phone was found on the road last segment, we went through numerous persons of interest. I won't call them suspects. Persons of interest: Jarrett, Mark, Will, Chandler, Ellerby, Delaney, Courtney from 5th Street, and the person who found the phone. I'll tell you this. One of the people on this list has confessed, and we'll tell you who. And maybe even talk to that person coming up later on this hour. Man, this is exciting. This is the first case we've ever solved. All right, Nadu, maybe he'll have this on the sit down one day. The case of the missing Pirate Radio phone. Joining us, Nadu, how you doing, man?
Good. How are you, Cliff?
I'm great. We got true crime going on here. We got golf on the TV. Nadu, did you put anything in for the Masters this year? Do you get involved in any golf betting?
No, I didn't even really know what was going on until today.
There you go. I call the Masters the most overrated sporting event of the year. I've been, chastised for that. Some people have agreed with me. Jeff, if you didn't know what was going on, I got a feeling you don't care much for it.
I couldn't care less.
Yeah.
Honestly.
All right. There you go.
No interest.
I
don't know why people have interest.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about the championship game because I'm still pissed off about it. But would you like to? Any thoughts on the final game the other night?
I don't particularly. I've just kind of got to the point with college basketball where I was just ready for it to end. It was a horrific March for me. I was, you get to that point. You do it from. I essentially gamble from late August all the way until right now essentially, and it's a long season, and by now I'm just kind of ready for it to be over.
So what is next on the gambling docket for you, Nadu? Is it the upcoming draft later this month?
Yeah, I'll definitely look it over. I'm more interested in just, I like predicting it, like where it will be and who will be picked where. I always like looking into prospects and that sort of thing. But honestly, college football, that'll be my next thing. I really want to, this summer do other things and try to, just kind of get away from gambling. It's something I do for most of my year, and it's definitely something to get away from for a while.
We talked a little NFL win totals in hour number one with 9.5 with my Commanders, and I think Jarrett said the Panthers and the Raiders were at 6.5. Have you looked at any win totals as far as the NFL goes?
No, I would generally look to the season once the NFL draft ends. These teams kind of go so many different ways. So no, I think that's too early to look at them. You're tying your money up for a long period of time, and with some of the mini camps and that sort of thing,
yeah.
You may have injuries. So no, I don't generally do that.
All right. Well, how about the NFL draft and who needs a quarterback, who's taking a quarterback, who wants Travis Hunter, who goes after an offensive lineman? Like what? I haven't looked at any numbers as far as the props go. So what's the overwhelming number one right now? Is it Cam Ward or others? I haven't even paid attention to it, Jeff. So what are kind of the headlines heading into this draft?
Well, I think the overall thought is that the quarterback class is not particularly good. But yeah, Cam Ward should be your overall, best quarterback. And then it's really just kind of a crapshoot from there. Where will Shedeur Sanders land? And I think a lot of people that do predictive markets, it could be, top 5. It could be 9th. It could be even past that. I've seen drafts with Shedeur Sanders, deeper. So, would it surprise me if Shedeur Sanders fell to like 21? No.
Wow.
Would it surprise me if he's drafted earlier? No. Would it surprise me if he's drafted to, let's say, New Orleans? No. This quarterback class is very weak outside of even Cam Ward. I think you can make a case that, I think the Titans are just so – they need a quarterback so badly that you have to kind of take quarterback, but he would be your number one for sure.
Looking at a CBS mock, and yeah, I haven't followed it in a week or so, and things change. This has Sanders 21 to the Steelers. This particular CBS mock draft has Hey, ECU Savone Revel in the first round with the Bills. Washington taking a running back. I know you can. There's props every year about number of running backs taken in the first round, Jeff, and of course Ashton Genty is going to go. And I keep hearing how deep this running back class is in the draft. So potential to see more than one running back going in this year's draft in the first round.
I would say there's two probably. I mean, obviously, Genty is a lock. I mean, there are certain people that have Genty going, as high as 6 or 7 or somewhere around there. Omarion Hampton is good enough to go in the first round. I would probably figure him into the 20s somewhere. Maybe there was Denver or somewhere like that. This running back class is much better than normal. Generally, you're not going to take a running back in the top 10, but we see clips, with a quality running back. Let's say like a Saquon Barkley, you can win a Super Bowl with a quality running back. And I think you're starting to see running backs, a little bit more kind of wanted than in years past.
Jeff Nadu joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line. Jeff, the receiver McMillan from Arizona getting some bad pub. He was on some kind of show or podcast and was very nonchalant. And like we break down every single thing this time of year. Now that all the game film is out there, they're not playing any games. So you do the combine, you do the measurables, all that stuff, and everything is picked apart. But there are, markets for top receiver taken. So have you looked at any of those? Do you go with McMillan or do you go elsewhere? I see Golden from Texas going in the top 15, and I don't know if you have any others up there as far as receiver, but do you think McMillan will be the top receiver pick? And if not, who else do you like there?
Yeah, I think it would be crazy that he wouldn't be. I think the whole kind of bad pub thing, I mean, I got to look into that. But again, like as long as there's not character issues and or off the field problems, then again, though, I mean, if you've ever seen like that film Draft Day, I mean, I think that's very, I think they do look into like the most random things about, whether a player had players at his birthday.
Yeah, that was the birthday party thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this guy was just talking about how he didn't watch film on his own. I think his thing was, we watch it as a team. Why do I need to watch it on my own? And it almost seemed like a guy that didn't really love football, but was really good at it type of, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think at the end of the day, though, I think a lot of that is just kind of just talking.
Right.
At the end of the day, I look at his production. I mean, so a comp, Mike Evans, I think that's a strong comp. Look, Mike Evans is a Hall of Famer, but you look at his size, you look at kind of, when I watched him play, he took the game over. I remember when he completely dominated Travis Hunter a year or two ago. This is a guy who is really, really good, and I think at the end of the day, he would surely be the number one receiver, in my opinion.
Jeff Nadu joining us on the Pirate Radio Live Line. I think I've asked you about Revel, Jeff, but he's going to be one of the highest Pirates ever picked in the NFL draft. I think the highest Pirate picked tied Chris Johnson with the Titans and Robert Jones with the Cowboys in the 90s. And Revel could go in the 20s, could go early second round. But where do you think his most likely landing spot is?
I would say first round. I mean, I think, as far as I know, I read into this guy like a while ago that I think at one point worked at Amazon. He was like a truck loader, and I mean, he just kind of put his time in, and you look at kind of where he is now. I mean, it's kind of just a super impressive, just kind of jump. I mean, you go from just JUCO kid prospect to making a roster, and you become a first round pick. It's pretty unbelievable. I would say he's one of the top corners. I mean, look, he's not the best corner, but I would say, I wouldn't be surprised if he's, I would say mid-20s possibly. A lot of people, I've seen Vikings possibly. That's a pretty unbelievable jump to go from where he's been to where he is now.
And Jeff, he
a major sleeper.
I don't want to take away from a guy for chasing money in college, because who knows everybody's individual circumstances, but he stuck with East Carolina because they took a chance on him at a JUCO. He was getting his dad has even come out and said, he was getting some major offers going into his final season here at ECU, which unfortunately he got a pick six against App State, and then a couple days later at practice got hurt and did not play the rest of the year. So very unfortunate there. But he's a stud. And again, I don't take away from anybody leaving their school, but maybe teams like the loyalty aspect that he had, and that could put him in the pro column as well. But yeah, I think he's going to be a good one.
I related a lot to last season when the Eagles drafted Quinyon Mitchell. And, you know, Quinyon Mitchell did the same thing when he was at Toledo. He was Alabama offered him, and he said no. You know, Toledo had always been very loyal to him. And, you know, I'm always questionable. Like, I think you could also say, like, none of those teams would be loyal to him, right?
Yeah.
I think at the end, when it comes to loyalty nowadays, like I've always said, like you can't be loyal in a group of people that aren't loyal. So I think it is something that I would care about. Do I think NFL teams care about it? Probably a little bit.
Right.
I think the concern with him is obviously the coming off an injury. That could knock him a little bit. But I think at the end of the day, he could play man, he could play zone. And yeah, loyalty is kind of respectable in a world where there isn't very much of it.
Jeff Nadu joining us. Jamie has a question. This is a good one, Jamie, because Nadu will pop out a soccer play every now and then on X at Jeff Nadu. He says, does Nadu have any advice for betting soccer? I've lost last couple picking the favorites at home. So this is more like just general, I guess, soccer advice, Jeff. But what would you tell the listener there?
Well, I think soccer to me is, I don't really play a lot of sides. To me, it's more totals. I've always had more success with totals. As far as betting on home teams, I think it really depends on what competition you're talking about. Like if you're talking about domestic leagues, so for instance, like Turkish league, like I would always bet the home side in those games because their home atmospheres are very good. And yeah, I think a lot of the time if you're taking a home favorite, that's obviously a good way to look at it. But you always have to look at, like, does a team have Champions League on the horizon? Do they have Europa League on the horizon? Do they have an international break coming up? I've always noticed, too, with home teams, generally if they're within $1.20 to even, a lot of the time they generally lose. I would stick to playing sides, a little bit higher price, which, again, a lot of people don't want to do, or maybe just play like an Asian handicap or something like that. But I don't really play a lot of sides. I'm more of a totals kind of guy. I prefer to just play overs and unders.
All right, there you go. Jeff Nadu joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line. Nadu, let's do this again later on this April and talk specific draft props as we get closer and closer to it. Anything else you got going on we need to know about?
No, it's definitely getting towards the season where, I'm looking forward to the draft. And then you really have just a lot of openness, a little NBA playoffs. Maybe I'll get involved there. I actually remember last year I had such a good run in the NBA playoffs that I think I was 13-2 at one point, and it started a whole big thing at Barstool. Everybody started tailing me, and I remember that started the whole, like, maybe I was coming back sort of thing, and that's actually what got Rico Bosco to attack Dave like a dog. I don't know if you remember that. It was a whole big thing. So maybe I'll start that up again. We'll see.
I hope so, because I always love when they do is in the mix there. Jeff, thanks, man. We'll keep in touch. Let's do it again soon.
Sounds good. Thanks, Cliff.
All right, there is Jeff Nadu joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line. We got Coach Hud in the house. Greg Hudson, what's up, Coach?
Howdy.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
We've got major developments in the case of the missing phone. We'll catch everybody up here real quick. So there was a text in the Pirate Radio group chat of a phone that was discovered on the corner of 14th and Evans Street. We were trying to figure out who had it last, how did it get there, and nobody was claiming that it was them. So we launched an investigation. We talked about not suspects, but persons of interest, who it could be: Jarrett, Mark, Will, Chandler, Ellerby, Delaney, Courtney from 5th Street, and the person who found that phone were on our persons of interest list. During the last break, we had a confession, and it was from one of the people on this list, and I will tell you who the culprit was when we return on Pirate Radio.
Can't wait.
We have gone through our investigation. We have a confession.
Police coming?
Well, NCAA enforcement is here
That's you, babe, right there.
Oh, is this me?
That's you.
This is great. As we solve the case, I have an NCAA enforcement pullover. So what does this mean I can do, Coach Hud? Can I put people on probation?
You can do what the NCAA does, which is absolutely nothing.
All right. I'm in. We got HUD Hour 3. We got a lot more on the way, Pirate Radio Live. And hopefully, maybe the official police interview with our suspect when we return after this.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Tired of the same old gym routine? Rebel Fitness is here to change the game. Whether you're throwing punches, kicking it in kickboxing, or mastering MMA, we bring the heat with specialized group classes that make fitness feel like a fight you actually want to win. At Rebel Fitness, we're not just about lifting weights, we're about lifting spirits. Join a community of badasses who are rebelling against the norm and crushing their fitness goals. Sweat, lift, move, fuel, fight for a healthier, happier you. Rebel Fitness, where fitness meets fun. Join the movement today. Visit us at 3700 Charles Boulevard or visit rebelfitnessnc.com.
Fish Street Hardware is bringing back mountain music and are springing back together to help our friends in Western Carolina on April 12th. This event kicks off at 12 with great food specials, giveaways, auction items, and a full day of amazing artists rocking the stage. Featuring local favorites Lonnie Britton, Tanner Oakley, Back Row Backsliders, Anna Park, Jake Mitchell, Eric Dunlow, and many more. Mark your calendars for April 12th and we will see you at Fish Street Hardware's Mountain Music Springing Back Together event. For all up-to-date information, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Fish Street Hardware.
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are here. Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are here.
The pilot can't steer?
No, Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
That's worse.
Jimmy John's new hot sandwiches are finally here.
Get ready for a crispier, crunchier, meltier, gooier Jimmy John's experience. Toasted sandwiches are here. Try the brand new toasted category or get any sandwich in the favorites category toasted to golden perfection. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson and online at jimmyjohns.com. Go Pirates!
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of...
Are you dare to walk the plank, matey?
Stop it, you're killing me.
Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation. We'll take you to the edge. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Michaels and Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. Their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels and Gateway can handle all your dental needs, including cleanings, crowns, fillings, sedation dentistry, and cosmetic needs such as braces and implants. Visit them on Hemby Lane in Greenville or give them a call at 752-1600. Bring your smile to us at Michaels and Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, wrapping up hour number 2. Greg Hudson here, early bird getting the worm.
You know it.
We got Hud will tell his personal stories from playing at Augusta.
Darn right.
And
very fortunate.
I will ask him his thoughts on my take that the Masters is the most overrated sporting event of the year. And there, I could receive some pushback on that.
A little bit.
But right now, we have a case to solve. Shirley, do we have anyone on the phone? We do not. Real quick, catching up, people. Pirate Radio burner phone, a phone that we use to get interviews and videos. Is that investigation music? Oh, I like that.
I thought it was Kellic. We're surrounded by choppers. It was a bird in the air.
Previously on Dateline. A phone was found at the corner of 14th and Evans. We've cleared Jenny. We have cleared Logan. We cleared Grayson before she left. Jarrett's still a suspect. Our other suspects include Mark, Will, Chandler, Ellerby, Delaney, Courtney from 5th Street, and others. But last break, we had a confession. Someone has confessed to taking and leaving the phone. And that person joins us right now on the Pirate Radio Live line. Suspect. Hello.
I consider myself a man of faith, and I don't think I'm ever going to touch the burner phone ever again.
That's a lie.
Please state your name, sir.
Chandler Brooks Honeycutt.
Honky check.
Chandler, you are confessing to the crime of losing the burner phone.
Are you in a white Bronco right now?
Yes, I am.
He's being driven by his high school football teammate.
AJ Counts.
Chandler.
I didn't even know I lost it until the text came out, and actually Mark told me before the text went out, and I thought, oh my, it's me. Oh no!
Chandler came in here, Shirley, and said, and just had a smile on his face. Like, I could tell he did. I was like, so do you know anything about it? And he was like, it was me. But don't say anything on the air. I said, Chandler, we just did an entire segment on it. We've got to talk about it on the air.
What did he do? Just drop it?
How did it end up on the road, Chandler?
Get on the ground. And you not hear it.
So I sat on the back of my car, and because I was outside, and I had to get something out of my car or something, and I put it, for some dumb reason, put it on the back of my car and totally forgot about it.
Drove off.
Now, how it got to the corner of 14th and Evans without falling off, like how it didn't fall off when I turned left out of Pirate Radio, I have no idea. But I take full responsibility of this, and I'm actually at the jail right now. We're outside playing basketball. That might be what you're hearing. You're hearing music in the background. But I'm actually at the jailhouse, and it's recess time, and we're playing basketball.
He's at PCDC. You don't seem like the type of guy that would survive in jail, Chandler.
No way.
No, I would not.
You're a good salesman, though. Hopefully you can talk yourself out of some situations.
I am pleading guilty, but my lawyer is here, though, if you want to talk to him.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Let me go get him.
All right. I'll speak to Chandler's attorney. He is going to plead guilty, try to maybe get a lesser charge.
Hello, Mr. Cochran.
All right. He's right here. State your name. This is my lawyer. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello, who is this?
Wes.
Yes, this is Slim 80.
Slim 80, Bryce Williams. You're representing Chandler?
Yes, I am. He just hired me yesterday.
He has no idea what the case is.
Well, you don't win with turds.
You know?
I lost the burner phone. That's what happened. And I am pleading guilty, but you are my lawyer.
Oh, dang. Did he lose his burner phone on Tuesday?
I lost it yesterday.
Yesterday was Wednesday.
Correct.
When they find it?
Well,
this morning.
It's gone overnight.
Any further questions until I get more details? He pleads the fifth.
Why, let's say you're a character witness, so to speak, why should we lessen the charge on your client? What about him? Why should we release him to the public? Like, is he a danger to the public?
Yeah, I tell you, our client, he has a few faults, but I tell you what one fault he doesn't have is advertising the sponsors at the drop of a hat, fitting it in anytime, aka Eagle Distributing, and Steven Sausage. So he's a great asset to the team.
Okay.
His advertising talent.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. Appreciate it.
Hey, while we're here with him, can we get a practice report from Bryce Williams?
Yeah, what did you see today?
A bunch of live action. Really good juju out here. Good energy. Just saw some big plays. Some of the offensive guys. Will not name names. Keep them discreet. But it's good out here. Good weather. About 70s. And we're in team period right now. So it's looking pretty good out here.
Glad you got to go see it, Bryce. That's good.
When's the spring game?
Me as well.
Chandler, when is the spring game? Do you have that date? I'll look it up if you don't.
April 26th.
All right, there you go, Coach Hud. Damn. All right, Chandler, man, have you talked to Boss Man yet?
I have, and he has accepted my apology. He thanked me for owning up to it, and he hit me with a motivational quote. Distractions are the enemy of great.
How about don't be a dumbass questions.
All right, well, so you're okay. You'll be back at work tomorrow?
That is yet to be determined.
All right, well, I'm pulling for you.
I'll be back.
Appreciate you owning up to it, Chandler.
Yep, no problem. My apologies once again.
Chandler Honeycutt, folks. All right, thank you.
How did it survive overnight?
Great question, Coach Hud.
He didn't realize he didn't have it through the night?
I don't understand why he took it. I'm a bad interview. I got more questions. We'll have more questions for him tomorrow.
Now you can't talk to him anymore. You got to talk to his lawyer.
Damn, that's right. That's true. Because now, if we get anything out of him, it can't be used.
Why didn't he just trace it on his phone and say, "Oh, there it is"?
Yeah, look, a lot of questions, Coach Hud. A lot of questions. All right, and I've got questions for you, and we'll ask those coming up in hour 3 of our show. Pirate Radio Live. We'll take a timeout, come back more with Greg Hudson. Got our Fleet Feet rundown. Big Danny Beal news as well. We'll have that for you in hour 3. And we'll have a Masters leaderboard update. There's a new favorite, betting favorite, Rory McIlroy. Now the betting favorite. A little bit ahead of Scotty. So we'll read the leaderboard when we return. Pirate Radio Live, back with you after this.
Looking for an adventure that's refreshing in more ways than one? Welcome to River Vibes, where nature meets flavor. Freely paddle through the stunning Pamlico River on one of our kayaks or stand-up paddle boards. After your adventure, cool down with one of our mouth-watering smoothies, refreshers, boba teas, or fresh juices. Plus, grab some awesome River Vibes gear to remember the day. River Vibes, where every moment is a splash of fun. Visit us in historic downtown Washington or on Facebook or Instagram. Ride, relax, and refresh at River Vibes.
I'm Morgan Ehlers here with Brian Cook. He's the comptroller with Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. When you're looking for a vehicle, say if I wanted a new truck in a specific brand, you have the capability of searching the entire country for that vehicle.
Right, we do. We can find anything you want. We take pride in it. A lot of friends come to me and get me to look for the next vehicle they want, and I take pride in buying it just like I was buying it for myself.
Greenville Motor Company and the new Greenville Auto World, we will earn your trust and business one vehicle at a time. Go online at driveherenow.com.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Are you thinking about purchasing a new home? Stop by and see us at Integrity Home Mortgage at our new location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
Have you tried the new boneless wings from Wings Over Greenville? That's right, Wings Over has all new boneless wings. These juicy, crunchy boneless wings are available in any of their 17 bold flavors, from sweet and tangy to fiery hot. Every craving is covered. Wings Over Greenville is giving you 10% off your entire order when you use the code PIRATE25 online or in the app. Wings Over is open for lunch every day and is open until 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Visit wingsover.com today and soar into flavor with their new boneless wings. Wings Over Greenville, they deliver.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
This is Holt Nailers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to AnsonBelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30-plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Nailers Show.
Are you a new real estate agent wondering how to get your first deal fast? ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate is hiring, and we've got you covered. At ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate, we help new agents hit the ground running with proven training programs, high-quality leads from multiple sources, no cold calls, just real opportunities, one-on-one coaching from our experienced team, and cutting-edge marketing and tech tools. Don't start your career alone. Join the ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate team, a team that invests in you. Visit ENCPirateRealty.com and never worry about where your next deal is coming from. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's U.S. Cellular locations and experience the highest standard of customer service. The purpose of the Atlantic Wireless Store experience is to inform, illuminate, and inspire. Find the location near you at AtlanticWireless.com. Atlantic Wireless, we go beyond the call. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live. Shirley Rhodes here. We got Logan. We got Coach Hud.
Hey.
Greg Hudson joining us. I want to, you want to do a little trivia to get the brain going a little bit? Because I just saw this.
Okay.
Top receivers in the 2010s in the NFL. I'm going to give you the team and the years. Starting with number one, he had over 12,000 yards from 2011 to 2019, playing for the Atlanta Falcons. Logan and Hud, you're...
Andre Rison.
This could be tough. You're a decade or so off.
Oh, wait, no. Billy White Shoes Johnson. I'm sorry.
Who is it, Logan? Falcons receiver. 2011 to 2019.
No idea.
Julio is correct. Julio Jones. Number two, over 11,000 yards for the Patriots and Steelers.
Brown?
That's what I was thinking, but he didn't go in that order.
Maybe they got the order wrong.
It's got to be Antonio Brown. Number three, over 10,000 yards, Arizona.
Fitzgerald.
Yeah, it's got to be Fitz. Number four confused me because of Houston and New York, but mostly known for his time in Denver. 9,000 yards from 2010 to 19.
Demaryius Thomas.
Demaryius Thomas is correct. Number five, Bengals, 11 to 18. Who was their guy before Chase?
Ocho.
And after Ocho? AJ Green.
Yeah.
Number six from Houston.
Billy White Shoes Johnson.
2013 to 19. I mean, oh, son of a gun. I'm an idiot. I had Andre Johnson on my brain, but it's
Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins. I'm an idiot. Colts is not Reggie Wayne or Marvin Harrison from 2012 to 2019. It is
T.Y. Hilton.
T.Y. This guy did it for had all these yards, over 8,000, just from 2010 to 2015 for the Lions.
The freak.
Calvin. Megatron. Yep. Megatron. Calvin Johnson. This guy had over 8,000 yards for the Eagles, Bucks, and Redskins between 2010 and 2019. Best deep ball receiver in that era. Big play receiver.
Better than Randy Moss.
In after Moss's era. And this guy was a lot shorter than Randy Moss. Deshaun Jackson. And number 10 on the list, Bears, Dolphins, Giants, Jets, Seahawks. A lot of teams, over 8,000 yards. Went to UCF.
No idea.
I was...
Did I coach against him, I guess?
Yes.
Must not have been that good.
He was very good. No, but when he played here, he played with Mike Walker, who later became Mike Sims Walker. They had him and Brandon Marshall.
Remember him?
Yeah, he was good.
Still didn't beat us.
I was thinking of Eric Decker. I don't know.
I was thinking Decker for the Demaryius Thomas one because he played for both the Broncos and Jets. But Hud, I love your answers because if we did this like the last 5 years, I would go back to those names like you. Like my era is a little after yours, but I get what you were doing there.
Lynn Swan.
Right. But my Lynn Swan is Hines Ward.
Fred Biletnikoff.
My Biletnikoff is, I guess, Tim Brown. So
George Gipp.
I don't even know who that is.
The Gipper.
Oh, okay. Win one for him, right? Mm-hmm. All right. Coach Hud.
Yeah.
The Masters, most overrated sporting event of the year. Your thoughts?
Depends on if you like golf or not.
Do you dig it?
Dig it. Yeah.
So you have, I ask a lot of people, you know, is it on your bucket list to go? You have played a full round? Multiple rounds.
Spent the night on grounds.
Now, how did you get to do this?
Ate dinner there. Coach Holtz. Lou's a member. So Skip and I went down there.
Lou is a member. How many members are there, you think? How exclusive?
It's 270 70.
You think it's that today?
Might be more than that.
Pretty exclusive, though, I would say.
Yeah. Like, if you want to make sure you'll never be a member, ask a member to help you become a member, you're out. They got a bunch of unwritten rules.
So it was you, Mr. Holtz, Skip Holtz, Greg Hudson, and one other? Or was it? Yeah. And what did you say about the caddy situation?
They were great. I mean, these guys, the one guy said, you can't have cell phones there, but he said bring disposable cameras. So I brought like 4 of them. And then he said, just give them to me. He goes, we're professional caddies. We are part-time pro, semi-pro photographers. He says, we'll just snap pictures. You won't even know we're taking them. And he took, I think I've got 120-something pictures.
So while you're playing, like you didn't even, and they were awesome.
They're great.
Yeah, you're not a rule follower most of the time. Did you take your cell phone or leave it?
No, I left it in the car.
You just don't follow rules here, I guess.
I didn't follow rules of taking pictures in the clubhouse on a few things.
Okay,
so I took quite a few in there.
You weren't walking around there like Dangerfield, were you?
Like Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Hey,
break a bottle on the bar.
I walked in there with, hey, give me a couple of those, couple of these, one of those naked lady tees. No, I didn't do that. Man, I was walking on eggshells. So it was pretty interesting.
All right, so people like
a lot
the
of
Masters
tradition about the history of the game and the respect of the game of golf and the traditions that go back. And the stories that I heard about when Bobby Jones founded the course and started it, he got Grantland Rice, who wrote the Four Horsemen article, helped them write the bylaws and put stories in the New York papers to get interest from the elite of New York City at the time to come down to good old Augusta and check it out.
A lot of people like it because, again, it is golf at the end of the day, but you've got the azaleas. You've got the landscape. Like, is that overrated, or does it take your breath away a little bit?
It's Alice in Wonderland, when
really?
The first scene, and she walks in and everything changes. Or like when the
Wizard of Oz goes from
color. Yeah, absolutely. I'm telling you, it was like, I was like, is this grass real? And it's flawless. It really is. And those grounds crew, you don't see them. They're scattering everywhere, but they're amazing what they do there.
I wonder I asked you about how many members there are. How many grounds crew members are there? There's a bunch, I would assume.
They're scurrying all around.
Didn't you also say it was a hike too, like hilly and
wore me out?
Yeah.
It, like, your hammies were a little tight on the drive home. Serious, that thing was up and down all day, but it was beautiful. And you got to play 2 rounds there, and then also played the par 3, which is beautiful, and had dinner there with the members. That you don't just show up at the country club and have dinner like you do at some places. You have to be there, spend the night to eat dinner there. You have to wear the green jacket. It's coat and tie to eat there, and it was pretty neat. And they have a tradition. They have the biggest olives I've ever seen in my life. It looked like a borderline small tomato. And it was a tradition that Bobby Jones loved them. They grow in Ontario, California, and that's another one of the jokes. Like if somebody says, "Oh yeah, I played at the Masters, had dinner there," and you're like, "What'd you think of the olives?" If they give you a funny look, you're like, "No, they're bull."
Okay.
They're Bull Sheets gas station right there.
All right, interesting. As we're watching it right now, we'll get a quick update. Rory McIlroy, at last check, was the betting favorite, and he's up there with, of course, Scotty Scheffler. Right now, it is Justin Rose, however, in the lead at 8 under par. What a day for Justin Rose. He is still got a couple of holes left. Rory has bogeyed recently, so he's back to -3. Scheffler and Connors, second place, tied for second right now at 4 under par, and Rory there with Hatton at 3 under. So that's as they're kind of wrapping up day one. Rory, though, still more holes to play. He is through 12 thus far. Did you got any cheddar on anybody? Did you pick a favorite? You in a pool or anything?
No.
Okay.
No. That place is so unpredictable.
What hole did you have? Like a special memory of? Did you birdie anything?
13. After the famous 12 there during an Amen corner, I birdied 13, and actually Coach Holtz was near the pin, and I drained this birdie putt, and he walks up and he reaches down, he pulls the ball out and flips it to me. He goes, "You're not supposed to beat the member." I didn't have a birdie the rest of the trip.
A lot of rules, unwritten rules there at Augusta.
There was a story that was told. The guy, Hootie Johnson, at the time was the old commissioner, or the head of Augusta. And they were playing golf with one of the NFL owners and two other guys. And they came up on one of the, not a famous hole, but it was like number 8 or something like that. And he says to Hootie, "This is my favorite tee box. And I love this." He goes, "I always thought it would be neat if, there was a wall here and blah, blah, blah." And Hootie never said anything. A few months later, Hootie got a bill in the 5 figures and said, "Thanks for the idea. I'm the commissioner."
Wow.
Sent him the bill, but did the...
he did what he said and then sent him the bill.
Charged him. Yeah, and you don't ask questions there. And there's no committee, like, the board and all that. It's one person. Yeah. That's it. And you don't mess with... There was a guy that took a mulligan and hit another shot off of one of the tees. I think it was actually on one. Hootie walked out and advised him that the practice facility was over there.
Wow. Man, that's... I don't know. I kind of like that, like just for that place. Like, all right, this is the real deal. Like, no BSing around.
None,
no.
Zero.
Yeah. Is there only one course? You can tell I'm not a golfer. There's just one course.
Well, no, there's the par 3, which is...
That's a course on its own?
Yeah, there's 9 holes.
Oh, okay.
It's they're all par 3s, and it's as or maybe more of a botanical garden of plants and trees of beauty.
So the par 3s that are in the actual tournament are not a part of the...
No, it's,
okay, gotcha.
The one that they play with their kids and all that on Tuesday?
Yeah.
That's the separate course.
It's separate, okay.
Yeah. Which we played that first, which thank God, because I was so nervous that at least he got over there and warmed up on the par 3.
I am not a golfer, but the most fun I've ever had was playing a par 3 course at Myrtle Beach with my friends, because I could actually contend and be decent at it. So
we played the par 3, and the guys were cutting through. We had a sandwich and we're just waiting. There's no tee times. They sort of come and get your group, and coach said, "You guys can, if you want to go out to you don't say the driving range, the practice facility," and going through the clubhouse, and the guy that ran the clubhouse, waved over. Was like, "You guys going to the facility to practice?" And yeah, he goes, "Well, give me your shoes." It's like, these are brand new shoes. There's like one blade of grass on it. The guy's like, "Sir, you're at Augusta National. You don't hit balls in dirty shoes." I was like,
jeez. A whole different world.
Totally different.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and there's a Waffle House across the street from it. I mean, it is.
That brings you back to reality.
Yeah, it's right back to Alice in No More Wonderland.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. More with Coach Hud. Danny Beal. Talked to Danny earlier today. We got some baseball news regarding Danny, and he'll tell you about that when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Back with you after this.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bucked
Hey
up.
Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird for my friends at Shimmer Boutique. New spring arrivals are here from all your favorite brands like Kinder Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and a lot more. Shop now at shimmerboutique.online.com and receive free shipping on all orders over $100. And don't forget, Shimmer is your place to get your very own Parker Bird shirt, available in youth and adult sizes. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and shimmerboutique.online.com. Go Pirates.
It's bow time. Bojangles' new chicken rice bowl is built bold from the bottom up, with classic Bojangles flavor packed into every bite. Starting with a base of our signature dirty rice, we pile on even more flavor with Cajun pintos, then your choice of boldly seasoned grilled chicken or our iconic Supremes. Top it off with a sprinkle of cheese, and if you want to add some heat, add a dash of Texas Pete. Head to Bojangles and try the new chicken rice bowl for a limited time. It's bow time.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. It's time for bats, balls, and turkey calls. Working on that grand slam? Swing into turkey season with a perfect shotgun to knock that gobbler out of the park. Brite, Mossberg, Weatherby, Savage, Beretta, Rossi, CVA, and Browning, you name it, we've got it. Choose from the largest selection in Eastern NC. We'll make you blow fans away. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of Pip Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 five-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
This is Carter Spivey, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation, and GUC will match all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, on a Thursday. Watching video of Fred Couples from 191 yards out.
No way.
Nothing but the bottom of the cup. Why is he playing with a yellow ball? It seems frowned upon in the Masters.
He's a senior.
Is that what it is?
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
His eyesight.
some designation. Jared's back. Hey, Jared.
Hey, how's it going? His eyesight has gone, so he needs.
Dude, he's only 7 or 8 years older than me. So.
Well, you're wearing glasses. I mean,
you both are going to be wearing glasses.
Yeah.
Yep. Might as well stop.
I heard there was a break in the case.
Yes, we have solved it.
Solved it.
Yes.
Wow, I was gone for what? An hour?
We have a confession. Chandler Honeycutt was the culprit.
Oh, wow.
Turns out it was a case of just a lack of responsibility.
We still don't know, and this is my fault, like, why did he take the phone?
Well, because he didn't have, he left his phone with Jenny, and so he was using that one to text her.
Oh!
So he could get his
So
phone
how
back.
did he not know he doesn't have it?
Just
so he knew for a while it was missing. He didn't say anything. So for a while it was a cover-up.
You're right.
See, that's another charge.
Another charge?
Wow. It was a live omission.
So what time did he lose it, allegedly?
It had to be in the afternoon, right?
And you find it the next day?
Nighttime?
You think it was night?
I don't know.
Well, when was the ribbon cutting?
No, that was today. This was yesterday when the phone got.
Well, he said he pulled out and turned left.
Yeah.
But then it ended up.
It's like that the soup commercial where there's pasta where the can just keeps rolling.
How do you think there's more to investigate here?
Yeah.
Is there a second?
Yeah, that thing didn't walk.
It's the CIA.
Man, we're gonna uncover some crazy stuff.
And his own personal phone was not in his possession, so there's nobody that goes that long without knowing where their phone is. Nobody goes more than 5 minutes without knowing where their phone is.
Again, so
or at least give it a tap.
Yeah,
So he had one out of his possession. Then he had the burner.
Yesterday,
burner goes missing for X number of hours, and nothing was said.
Yesterday, Jenny texted me and said, "Is Chandler there?" And I said, "Chandler, why is Jenny asking on my phone if you're here? Why can't she text you?" He said, "Because I left my phone at lunch."
He said that?
Yes.
Oh, now we got to lie.
So he left his phone at lunch. He was using that phone.
We got to drug test him.
Something's going on. Concussion protocol.
Yeah, that long snap in CTE.
He fell down the steps in.
There's something strange
Speaking
here.
of,
Yes, there is, Wes.
Didn't I send you pictures?
You did. Nothing like getting a nice picture of Wes Hines from Greg Hudson to fire me up.
Jeez.
Greg Hudson sent that to me. It's great to look at, right? HUD was talking Masters a moment ago. We'll get back to that in a moment. Real quick, I just want to run a little bit of this, Shirley and Logan. Can we run some Danny Beal? Because he broke some news for us today regarding his.
He found the phone.
We'll get a life update from Danny Beal. Here's my chat with DB from earlier today.
All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, former Pirate reliever, host of the Danny Beal Show, DB. Danny Beal is here. What's up, Danny?
What's up, everybody?
Tell you what, let's can we break some news for people or get some news out there? Do we finally have a Danny Beal baseball update?
Yeah, we do. I signed a contract with the Frontier League team in Kinston last week. They announced it finally, I guess, earlier today or yesterday, whenever it was. And I'm getting a bunch of texts and calls from everybody saying congrats and stuff. So I appreciate that from everybody. But excited to get back out there and compete and do my thing and hopefully get a chance to get picked up here in a couple weeks.
Well, congratulations, man. Can't wait to see you play live again. That's going to be fun. So when does the season get rolling, Danny, and when do you kind of report and begin team activities?
Yeah, that's what everybody said is like, it's like you're just close to home again. Now we can all go watch you play. But yeah. I'll be spring training, I guess spring training, that's what they call it. But spring training starts at the end of this month. I'll be there for good for the summer, the end of this month, last week of this month. So 28th, then we'll play the first week of May. I think the first game's like the 8th or the 9th of May. And then it's some pretty grueling travel. Like we're driving to Jersey, we're driving to Quebec, we're driving to all these kind of places. So we're playing Ottawa, and I was telling my dad earlier, I'm like, hopefully they're playing playoff hockey there. I can go to a game one night when we have off or something like that. But No, I'm excited. But the travel's really not that big of a deal. It's what I have to do to keep playing, then I'll keep doing it. So it doesn't really matter to me. But we'll be in Kinston for a week, on the road for a week, in Kinston for a week, on the road for a week for pretty much the entire summer. So I'm excited to get back out there and compete.
All right, keeping the dream alive. Danny, did you mention this or not? I believe I heard you'd be starting. Is that correct, or was that bad rumor?
No, your sources are right. I will be starting, so it'll be a little bit more structured. And from the people close to me that I've talked to, like my agent and other people, and just what's been the best interest for my future in terms of, obviously the goal is to get picked up and play professional baseball, that starting is the best thing for me. And I mean, yeah, as you guys very well know, I haven't started since 2022, so it's been a while. I'm having to get used to like the workload and the routine and stuff like that. And I've reached out to a bunch of guys. Like I've talked to Trey, I've talked to Gavin, some of reaching out to Spivey too, just to kind of get the lay of the law, especially Spivey too, because he played in this. The Y'alls are in the same league as the league I'm in, so it's
Right.
kind of, he gets it in terms of training and travel and how to handle workload and stuff like that. So we're gathering all the information we can to get prepared for this.
That is awesome. Danny Beal will be playing some pro baseball in the Frontier League, and we can go watch him play at historic Granger Stadium coming up with the new team, are they the Kinston Bird Dogs?
Down East Bird Dogs. The logo is actually
Down
kind of
East.
sick. The logo is kind of badass. It really is. It's got like I guess a golden retriever with a dead duck in its mouth. It's kind of cool.
Well, it's the old Wood Ducks logo. They're basically eating the old logo with the new dog.
I didn't know that was the old logo. Wow. Okay.
Well, I shouldn't say logo. I should say the same type of animal. So
yeah, for sure.
It's heavily implied, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Danny, you got that out of the way. Now some bad news.
Yeah.
I mean, the Pirates losing 4 in a row is bad news, but Cliff Godwin's comments pretty concerning coming off that NC State loss. He wants people to buy into this team, buy into the program, and have that belief for East Carolina, for Pirate baseball, the culture, the C word, obviously. I mean, when you hear that, what do you think? Because you were on some teams that some guys he was talking about. He said he talked to Carter Cunningham on Tuesday and misses that type of player and leadership. So how you feeling coming off those comments?
He's right. I think it's tough. It's a tough pill to swallow. But he's right. The leadership in that locker room needs to be better. And I think this week, that following that state loss specifically, I think that there are some guys that took measures into their own hands, and they had some meetings, I think, and they talked about it. And I think that they're ready to move forward with it. And I think it was one of those things where they needed a wake up call in one way or another. I think they were riding a little roller coaster there for a little bit of, hey, we're winners of 4 in a row. Let's celebrate and act like we're world champions. And then we're 4 games down, 4 games in a row that we've lost. Now let's jump ship. Let's tank the season kind of thing. And I think they just needed to get a little bit more consistent in their preparation. I think they were playing hard. I think they were playing hard for a little bit of the wrong reasons. But I think that now that the leadership has stepped up a tick and guys have spoken up, and I think that they'll be headed in the right direction. And then it all starts this weekend in Charlotte too. So it'll be a good atmosphere for them. They're going to bring the juice for sure, and they're going to get everything back on track, I think.
I like to hear that. I hope that is correct. Just kind of look, you know way better than me, but like just because you believe or buy in or are down with the culture doesn't mean you can hit a pitch or make a routine play. Like the guy's got to be better too, right? Like there's just, I don't know. Just because you buy in doesn't mean you're going to win the next 20 games. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I get it. And I think Kelvin Sampson said it great the other day. Like, they have a great culture, and it starts from the top down. And part of their culture is not quitting, whether they stink or not. Yeah. And I think that's part of the team, and part of what Coach Godwin's kind of instilled in them is like, hey, we didn't come here to knit. Like, we came here to play baseball and win baseball games. And if that's not what you guys are here for, don't show up tomorrow. I think that's one of the things that he's been very vocal about, especially on Tuesday, because I think that was kind of the iceberg for him, is like there was no fight. There was no intensity. I mean, Jarrett asked him, and he gave a great answer of, no, I didn't see anything come from Sunday. Like, it just was same old. And I think I was looking up a stat the other day. I saw it on Twitter. They're like 4, 5, 6 games below 500 with a crowd above 4,500 people, something like that. So I think they need to kind of, rather than shy away from the moment, embrace it. I mean, they're East Carolina for a reason. So I think, like I said, it all starts this weekend. And let's not act like it's the end of the world. Like, last year, for example, we lost, because Coach Kaplan and I talked briefly a couple days ago, and we lost 4 games in a row last May. I mean, we lost to USF, last game of a doubleheader on a Sunday, 7 innings, got our tails whipped by Duke, and then went to Tulane and got swept for 5 games in a row. So if you want to freak out now, that was in May with a team that hosted a regional. So I think the jumping off the ship thing, I understand what people are saying, because they're getting mad at the me's of the world being like, well, you last month were saying not freak out, and we're in the same position a month later. And it's like, I get that, but this is a good team. They just have to get their heads on straight, and I think they did.
Really big series this weekend, Danny, at Charlotte. You've spent some time in that area. The 49ers and Pirates, I would say I want to have a rivalry in this conference, and if there is to be one, it's going to be Charlotte, and they've beaten us in some stuff. We've got them back a little bit, beat them in hoops this year. That was good to see. But how about the baseball? Is it a rivalry, and what kind of series will we see this weekend?
We've been back and forth with them. They came to us in a regional in 21 when they weren't in our conference, and we beat them. Last year, they got a game on Sunday when they should have won. But I mean, we know a lot of guys over there. I mean, we've at least when I was playing, we played against a lot of guys. Their head coach recruited me when he was the pitching coach at Carolina when I was in high school. So I had some disdain towards them because they didn't want me. And it was the same thing with a couple other teams, but it was, I think it's a lot of those kind of things where you want to beat the guys that you know, and you beat the guys that you play against, but it's a little bit different when it's Charlotte, just because it's their World Series, as it is for everybody in conference when they play us. And I think it's even important now that it's on the road too. And tomorrow night's going to be awesome. It's going to be a great atmosphere playing at the AAA park. But when you go into their house on Saturday and Sunday, you need to take care of it.
Danny Beal joining us a little bit more on that interview, if you want to check it out on YouTube. But big news, Danny will be pitching in historic Granger Stadium. So we'll be going down there and checking them out. Good luck to Danny in the Frontier League. And look, Carter Spivey made the jump from the Florence Yalls, great team name.
That's in Kentucky.
To the
you know why?
Because you know every damn thing.
Well, because Florence is right across from Cincinnati. It's on a water tower. It says Florence, y'all.
Wait, I thought it was South Carolina.
No way.
No.
It's Kentucky?
Kentucky.
Okay.
So the Florence Mall was built, this is late 70s, early 80s, and they put Florence Mall up on the water tower. I guess they didn't ask. The city came back and said, you can't advertise on that.
Yeah.
So they didn't know what to do. So instead of painting the whole thing, they just changed one letter and put a Y instead of an M. Now it just says Florence, y'all. And everybody.
So that's why the team is called the Florence Yalls?
Florence Yalls. It's still up there.
I like that.
The more you know.
I want a Yalls hat. Our guy Lane Hoover played for them. But
I have my
I
kid
have
go
a
get one.
Yalls bucket hat.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Very
I have
cool.
one at the house.
Surely, y'all.
Y'all.
Did you buy your hat today?
I am buying it this evening.
Your $40 hat?
UConn?
Yep.
I was pulling for South Carolina.
Page bucket hat.
Are you serious?
I didn't realize that the 12 championships are in a 24-year span.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and man, I think even more impressive is it's still happening. I thought his reign of terror was over, but apparently it's still going on. Yeah. I thought Don Staley.
They were still going to the Final Four.
Oh, I know. But I thought Don Staley, new sheriff in town, maybe the SEC, Mulkey. How many Final Fours you played in, ball?
Yeah.
I'll take a break. Fleet Feet Rundown when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday after this.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Volova with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
Ready for a home makeover? Bostic Sugg Furniture's new and now collection has the freshest styles you've been dreaming of. Store-wide savings on fashion-forward looks and styles for your living room, dining room, and bedroom. Hundreds of items in stock. Or let our team help you build a custom piece just for you. Plus, 6 months special financing and local delivery for just $19.37. Sleep better with over 30 models of brand-name mattresses to choose from and up to 48 months special financing. Now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for $11.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Are you a new real estate agent wondering how to get your first deal fast? ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate is hiring, and we've got you covered. At ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate, we help new agents hit the ground running with proven training programs, high-quality leads from multiple sources, no cold calls, just real opportunities, one-on-one coaching from our experienced team, and cutting-edge marketing and tech tools. Don't start your career alone. Join the ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate team, a team that invests in you. Visit ENCPirateRealty.com and never worry about where your next deal is coming from. Go Pirates!
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Pirate Radio.
I'll give you Blackbeard's honest opinion. You ask me, can this new captain promise you a life of prizes, plunder, and adventure? Aye.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Fifth Street is thrilled to announce the Mountain Music Festival is back and better than ever. This Saturday, join Fifth Street Hardware as they rally for Western North Carolina with a day full of live music from noon until 10 p.m. But that's not all. Get ready for silent auction items, a dunk tank, and tons of fun activities all day long. It's an event you won't want to miss. And guess what? Pirate Radio's very own Chandler Honeycutt will be there emceeing along with Brian Bailey to keep the energy high and the vibes rolling. So mark your calendars this Saturday, and we'll see you at Fifth Street Hardware for a day of unforgettable music and fun. And UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. You can shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Chandler Honeycutt will be at Fifth Street Hardware. Loser of not one, but 2 phones in one day. That's got to be a record.
He's going where?
He'll be at Fifth Street Hardware, emceeing. They've got a great event going on.
Mountain Music. Brian Bailey will also
raising money for the western part of the state.
Speaking of some music,
it's going to be a big day coming up on Saturday.
Isn't there a festival in Dunn this weekend?
Mm-mm.
Yep, and Sawyer Brown's going to be there.
Oh, nice.
And I'm
okay, what's he got? I remember the name. What are his songs?
Sawyer Brown.
Some guys do.
It's just one guy, Mr. Sawyer Brown.
No, it's not. It's a band.
Sawyer Brown.
Oh, did I say what's his song?
Yeah.
Yeah, some guys do.
By the way, which one's
Tim Brown's younger brother?
Some girls do, I think, surely.
Sawyer Brown.
The Walk.
Racist
The Boys and Me.
Thank God for you. I swear there's at least one song I reckon. Some Girls Do is the name of the song.
What did I say? Some guys do?
Yeah.
Yeah, some
Hard
girls
to say.
do. Yeah, I don't know. All right. How about the event going on across the block? Who cares about Sawyer Brown and Dunn?
Yeah, back to Ace Hardware.
Ace Hardware.
John Madden will be there.
Hey, man.
Boom!
He would have been 89 today.
Oh, it's his birthday?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, John Madden.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
What made, besides his coaching, what first made John Madden really popular as outside of being the announcer? What did he do that was hilarious?
Miller Lite.
Boom. The greatest commercials of all time. The Miller Lite commercials.
Yes. We're a Bud Light show.
And
Spirit of Chandler.
He was ace,
Less
right?
filling.
He was ace too, right?
Huh?
I'm not making that up. Wasn't he Ace Hardware?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm
They were
not
a
making
big
that up.
sponsor. He might have had that on the bus, a little painted, might have had a decal.
Did you meet John Madden?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Where at?
Canton.
All right. Any run-ins with the Davises from the Raiders?
No.
Any association with those?
No. I know
outlaws?
a guy that worked there, and he's told me some stories that were unbelievable.
Let's hear them.
There's 2 of them I can't tell.
Yeah, let's not get anybody in trouble.
Can't tell.
Let's get our Fleet Feet rundown. A-Harp will be here on Friday. He'll be here right now telling us about Fleet Feet.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet. They run for you.
Hold on, we're in the middle of a HUD story. Hey, sorry.
It had the V in it.
Can we tell that one on the air?
No.
Okay. On the Fleet Feet rundown, Masters Tournament leaderboard, Justin Rose has bogeyed, but finishes the day at -7, and looks like he's going to be the round 1 leader unless Rory could catch him. Rory is 4 under par, along with Scotty Scheffler and Corey Connors.
What's Miles Teller up to?
I haven't seen a Miles Teller interview in a while. Hopefully there's more of that tomorrow. exactly. That's why the Masters sucks. They got interviews with actors going on during the action.
Get banned.
Oh no!
Again.
Yeah.
How is that? Is that over?
Do they need a PA announcer?
Are you on a year suspension? Has that been a year?
No, I'm fired indefinitely.
Really?
Well, I mean, once you're
get Chandler's lawyer to help you.
Once you're out, you're out.
No.
Until a new administration rolls around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, you can come back.
When there's a new administration, I'll try to get back in there.
Do you have to file or do anything?
No.
You have an appearance?
Hopefully, Meador's still there. He'll put in a good word for him.
I'll represent you.
He's one of the few that like me there. The few, the proud, the Meador. What else we got on the rundown? Logan did not. You don't have anything you want to talk about, Logan? I'm giving you the opportunity, man. Step up. What do you want?
I mean, nothing other than golf is going on right now.
You're not going to be here tomorrow. What you got going on?
My sister got nominated for something, so I'm going home for that.
What you get nominated for?
It's some like academic achievement thing. I honestly don't even know. I found out about it yesterday, but I'm proud of her, so I'm going.
She get like a sheet of paper or a ring or a hat? Like, what does she get?
I think she gets like a cord. Well, she doesn't graduate for 4 years, but she gets like a cord, I think, for it.
She in high school?
No. She
College?
goes to state.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Raleigh.
Okay.
So she's 18.
Jeez, dude.
I don't know. I'm just
still working it.
Sorority girl,
Having fun.
18. Yeah.
Yeah, jeez.
Any other questions, creepo?
You need her phone number? God,
just make it conversation.
If you're going to give her phone number to one person, I would make it Chandler because he'll lose it. So that would be the safest play. That's
a good one.
Thank you.
He'll put it in his phone.
Oops. That's all right. He's got it in his backup. Oops. Let's check out the national days today. It should be National like Pimento Cheese Day or something. National Erase Self-Negativity Day. Jared, you need that one.
National what?
I don't know.
Why can't you just like do I look like
National Be Nice Day?
I'm down?
You're always on edge, man.
No. I could use that today, yeah.
I think you're more likely to fist fight a person than shake their hand.
That's crazy.
I know, it's crazy.
I would get stomped.
Yeah, but you get that first punch in, you never know. You could win.
I'm scrappy, you know. I'll low blow.
Use your foot right between her legs.
Yeah.
Victory.
National Farm Animals Day.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hud, you want to celebrate?
Just looking for some. Celebrate being happy or pigs?
National Cinnamon Crescent Day.
Wait, it's Siblings Day.
Is it?
Didn't I see that?
Oh, that was on Facebook, wasn't it? I saw that.
Need to call my brother.
It is National Siblings Day. I'll say what's up to my sister, Jana.
Hello, Robbie and Tracy.
It is
I'm
National.
the oldest. You should have called me.
That's right. That's true.
Damn it.
So you wait for the call. Don't call them.
I'm the oldest.
See, I like me and my brother only talk to each other when we're like really drunk and just need to talk to somebody.
Well,
And,
I think that's kind of cool, actually.
Every night.
I always call him expecting an answer, and when he calls me, it's like, dude, I don't want to. I know you're drunk, and this is just gonna carry on. But then I call.
Does he answer when you call?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got to do it.
I'm
Then.
busy, man.
He calls you drunk and needs some counseling.
No, it's not really. We just talk for like 3 hours about football, but
I can't even do that.
Guys being dudes.
You are hammered.
Yeah.
Doing that.
Does he know you have
For
a honey
3
baby?
hours. I couldn't give a talk right now on football for 3 hours. What do you talk about?
oh, just like the hell are they doing here?
Oh, that
Like fan stuff.
Oh, you could if they
yeah.
paid you enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can run it for a few.
National encourage a young writer today. Jared, you ever been you want to be a writer?
I used to write movie reviews at student radio for the website.
Wow, I need to see one of those. Are they online? Think I can find one?
You probably can't.
Yeah.
You should say you're a typer.
Well, I would like write out.
I can write anymore.
Yeah, look at my handwriting.
Youth, it's bad.
It's always been terrible.
It's
though.
awful.
No. I have terrible penmanship. I think they say smart people have bad handwriting.
Yeah.
Or did I make that up?
Yeah, sexy, smart,
lazy people.
Great drivers.
Lazy. Okay, well, that checks out. Let's take a break, our final break. We'll come back, get ready to wrap things up here on a Thursday. Back with you after this.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arr!
Looking for an adventure that's refreshing in more ways than one? Welcome to River Vibes, where nature meets flavor. Freely paddle through the stunning Pamlico River on one of our kayaks or stand-up paddle boards. After your adventure, cool down with one of our mouth-watering smoothies, refreshers, boba teas, or fresh juices. Plus, grab some awesome River Vibes gear to remember the day. River Vibes, where every moment is a splash of fun. Visit us in historic downtown Washington or on Facebook or Instagram. Ride, relax, and refresh at River Vibes.
Hey Pirate Nation, it's Caleb with Stroud's Marine. Boating season is here, and at Stroud's Marine we're stocked up with over 20,000 pre-owned parts. We've got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Speaking of outboards, we will buy your old ones. And as always, our mission is to save you money and get you back out on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Pirate fans, 2025 East Carolina football season tickets are on sale now and can be purchased for as little as $115. Head coach Blake Harrell wants you to be a part of his first full season as the Pirate coach as he builds momentum off of the 8-win season and the Military Bowl win over North Carolina State. Call 1-800-DIAL-ECU or go to ECUPirates.com today to get your 2025 season tickets. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
This summer, the Greenville Yard Gnomes are back at historic Guy Smith Stadium.
Hey there, it's me, Gnomeo, the Yard Gnomes mascot. You've heard of gnomes bringing good luck, right? Well, I'm here to bring you great baseball and tons of fun, too. We're excited to have a great team, including a few ECU baseball players this year.
Season tickets are on sale now, so visit yardgnomesbaseball.com to get yours today.
We'll have great food, cold drinks, and fun games for everyone. Come out and hang with your gnomies this summer and have some fun at the ballpark with us, the Greenville Yard Gnomes.
Hi, my name is Ashley, and I'm inviting you to join me for the First Step 5K and 1 Mile Fun Run in Grimesland, April 19th, beginning at 9 a.m. All proceeds go to support Haven at Blue Creek, a women's rehabilitation center committed to providing a safe and nurturing environment for women overcoming addiction. The 5K features a run, ruck, or walk, a 1 mile fun run, plus refreshments and bounce houses for the kids. As a former resident of Haven, I know how much your support will help the women in our community who are rebuilding their lives. To register, go to runsignup.com and let's make a difference together.
This is John David Baker, offense coordinator for the ECU Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
It was a rough day for the stock market. The Dow was down 1,014 points and closed at 39,593. The NASDAQ was down 737 at 16,387, and the S&P dropped 188 points and closed at 5,268. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
I think Rory just found the water, Coach Hood.
Yeah. As soon as he hit it, he was clenching his teeth.
Not the face you want to see.
No, that -4 is changing.
Yep. So Justin Rose is going to be the leader after one day in Augusta. Fred Couples.
Hey, now.
1 under par.
67 years.
This is crazy. Longest time between rounds under par in Masters history. Fred Couples, it had been 42 years since he last went under par at Augusta in a round.
If this blind bet hits, I am a genius.
Last one, Hud, was in 1983. That's hard to believe, actually. That don't even sound right, does it?
No, because didn't he do some freaky contention?
Yeah, he is.
2 years ago.
He's been there.
I'm calling BS on that.
This is the head of content for some guy, The Athletic.
Maybe in the first round.
Longest time between rounds under par in Masters history. We'll have to triple check.
We're trying to think it when you just got to put it in your phone.
Yeah.
See if Chandler can look that up.
But no, he has made cuts and been there on Saturdays and stuff. So
he's gonna do it again.
Yep. Good luck to you, J-Bang. All right, Hud, enjoyed it, man.
Hey, good to see you.
Talking a little golf. We'll get more into football next week with you. Talk some Pirate Spring football and more.
Yeah.
Thank you, Logan. Shirley, we'll see you tomorrow. Jarrett, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yep.
Talk some NFL. Alex Harper going to knock off 4 more teams.
There we go.
Coming up tomorrow. We'll have that and more coming your way. Pirate Radio Live on Friday. For the crew, I'm Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take it
Be
home.
nice.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate